guys. I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D., and we are live on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Good morning to my Fins family and my Fin-laws. Super excited that everybody is in the building this morning. We got a great show lined up for you today, but let me do the rundown real quick because we got to get right into it. It's going to be a big one. Want to remind you all, please follow me on social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Make sure y'all do that, okay? Got a lot of stuff going on, and I want to make sure y'all are spreading kindness, positivity, and love. Social media, make sure you guys check it out, okay? Make sure y'all do that. Also, follow Miami Sports Music on social media at Miami Sports Music. You can also follow them on Twitter at MIA Sports Music. Make sure you do that, all right? Hey, when you guys come into the building or ladies come into the building, make sure you hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. It's free to do. Doesn't cost you anything to hit that like button. So make sure you, if you're able to, you hit that like button. Doesn't cost you a thing if you ain't got that ring. And that's what the Heat and the Panthers are going to do tonight, trying to go after that ring. Okay, I'll get into it a little bit more here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Also, hey, if you want to sign up and become a member today, there are plenty of seats waiting at the table for you. We would love to see you become part of our wonderful, beautiful family, okay? Von954 says, good morning, man. I've tried to redo my membership link. Doesn't give me a join option. Is there a way to try to make the payment again? I'm just saying, and I'm inactive. Well, Von954, we need to get Chef Zhu to get in contact with you and figure out what's going on. So Chef Zhu, if you're watching, we need to get Von954 back with the family. I'm not sure why it does that. Here's the link again. See if it works today. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to look into that. We'll help you after the show, man, or we'll get Chef Zhu. We'll figure it out. Hey, do you want to help the channel grow? You can help the channel grow by donating. There's 3 different ways you guys can donate to the channel and help the channel grow, okay? First way is using the YouTube live super chat, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat, right there on the live screen that you'll see there. Second way that you also can do it is you use the Cash App or PayPal apps. If you look, there's a QR code right here for the Cash App. It's $ MSM Podcast Network. You can donate through there. There are less fees that come out on the Cash App or PayPal side, so we always ask if you're able to donate through there that you do it. But if you're able to donate through YouTube, that's fine too. Here's the PayPal with the QR code MSM Podcast Network. You can donate through those two. And I just put the link in the chat for PayPal and Cash App as well. There is a fourth way if you're re-watching this and you're not watching this live, and this is after the show. There's a new feature on YouTube called Super Thanks, which where the like button is and the share button is, there's a heart with a $ in the middle. You have my heart right here. You guys can hit that button and you can donate to the show using the YouTube Super Thanks button. And that is new. I want to remind you guys, if you guys donate in increments of $5 to the channel, you will be entered to win an autographed Sam Madison Patrick Surtain mini helmet. Okay, it's got orange autograph on it with the aqua mini helmet. It's awesome. I love it. And if you donate in increments of 5, if you donate on Cash App or PayPal, we double your entries. And if you donate $50, we triple your entries no matter where you do it at. And I want to remind you all, a portion of anything that is donated this week, a portion of anything that is donated to the channel this week, we are going to find a some sort of nonprofit that's helping out in the communities in Buffalo. We're going to send some money up to Buffalo and help those families out that were affected. by the tragedy, and we want to help those families that lost loved ones. So make sure y'all do that. We want to help that community out, help that community heal. So if you donate to the channel, a portion of all money that is made from the channel this week, we're sending to Buffalo to help those families in needs. Okay. All right. Want to remind you all, Tailgreeter is a sponsor of the show. You can download the app today on your current Apple or Android device. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. Make sure you guys do that. And one last time, big shout out to ZSM Sports, who is the official sponsor of the Miami Sports Music Weekly Giveaway. And they're the ones that are helping us provide the autographed mini helmet for Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. All right. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it, okay? We got a big show lined up for you today, but it is Tuesday, which means it is Miami Herald Tuesday, which means we get to see our best friend. Well, he's my best friend on the show. I don't know if he'll say that. Daniel Oyefusi's in the building, everybody. What's up, man?
How you doing, man? Doing well.
Well, you got a big morning lined up. We actually can't keep you for a long time this morning because you have to go to rookie mini camps, right? Or is it
OTAs, yeah.
So everybody will be in the building.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not. This part isn't mandatory, so it's going to be interesting to see which veterans show up. You know, I know they've been putting a lot of stuff on social media, but there's a couple veterans I haven't really seen, so I'm excited to see who shows up.
Well, let me tell you something. Better not let Tua not show up, because if he's not studying his playbook, I don't know what he's doing. You know, I'm trolling here because I don't want the fan base to get upset that Tua's not putting in the work. Have you seen the craziness that's been online? Just unbelievable craziness, right?
Man. It's everybody's bored, man. I mean, we still got a couple months before training.
I like what you said. Everybody's bored. I think that's a good, accurate portrayal of how the fan base is right now. All right, let's get right into it. We'll talk about the schedule that came out.
Yeah.
You know, what are the first few things that came to your mind when you saw the schedule?
Whew, man, that's tough. And it's funny because we knew who they were playing for the past couple months, but then when they put it together, and then you see some of the games they got on the road on a short week, the back-to-back West Coast trip, you're like, whew, that's a tough schedule. And then you really, you know, it's really the first month, and then that and then the first month, and then that December stretch. So you start off with New England, then Baltimore, then Buffalo, then Cincinnati.
You excited to go home?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm glad. I'm kind of. I was curious when they put it in there, so we get it out the way early. So it's gonna be fun. I haven't been back to NC Bank.
You know, we're throwing a big tailgate there. The Miami Dolphins fans, we got to get you to come to the tailgate for a minute or two.
Yeah, you know, that's like my old stomping ground. So I know where everywhere is. So I'm gonna have to slide through.
You have to slide through, get a plate before you head on into the stadium, watch the Dolphins win against the Ravens, tell all your family, look, I'm sorry, but Miami's here to win today. That's what you're going to have to tell them, okay? That's what you're going to have to do.
We're going to see. But, yeah, that tough opening month is tough. And then you go to December, and then you got the back-to-back road trips against a West Coast road trip against San Francisco and the Chargers. And it's looking like they're probably going to stay out there, but still, those are two tough games. Then you come back, and you have to play the Buffalo Bills on the road. So it's like 3 straight road games, and then you get to go back home. But you playing Aaron Rodgers and the Packers on Christmas Day. And then obviously Week 17 against the Patriots is going to be tough as well. So we knew who they were going to play, but then when you actually get to visualize it and see it in order, you're like, oof, it's not going to be like last year where you played a bunch of scrubs at the second half of the season. Like, that's just not going to happen with the way the schedule's set up.
All right, so let's break this down step by step, all right? We'll break this down into quarters, all right? So let's do preseason, because there is a little tidbit about preseason that I find interesting. They're not going to have to leave the state of Florida for the preseason. They go to Tampa once, and then they're home twice. I think that's interesting, right?
It is very interesting. And then obviously they have the joint practices with the Buccaneers as well. So that adds a little more intrigue. Obviously, Tom Brady and the Dolphins have been in the news a lot. So you have that as well.
And I think yesterday it was announced that Vegas would also have 2 joint practices here, too, in Miami, right?
I did not see that. I'm actually looking into that. But that makes sense, given that they're going to have to travel, all the way across the country. It makes sense to, have a couple practices and get that working because, the starters are going to play so much.
I say that I say I find it interesting because I believe it does two things. It allows Miami to not really focus on anything but football for the end of July and the full month of August, which I think is great. And I also think that the conditioning will be big for us too because you won't have to worry about anything. We'll be in that Florida heat for 8 or 9 weeks straight. And I mean, if we're not the most conditioned team come week 1, we better be because we're not leaving the
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be. I mean it's hot in most places in the country when you get to August.
It's another
It's
type
different.
of
It's
heat
different.
here. You know it
Yeah,
is. It's
I know, but
another
that's
type
what I
of
was
heat.
gonna say. So it's a different type of humidity and heat down here. So yeah, I mean you get all those reps in, and it should definitely serve to their advantage in the first month or first 2 months of the season when they're playing at home.
All right. We open up the season for a third straight year playing the New England Patriots. Can you tell me why we keep on playing New England in week 1? Because I'm flabbergasted by it. I want to play somebody else week 1. Why do we keep on playing New England?
Yeah, so they had a conference call with the NFL schedule makers, and then just looking at some of the tweets people put out. I don't even think they realized that it was 3 straight years.
Yep. Do you
You
think the
can't say.
NFL did? The NFL would have known that.
Yeah, but I think that after a while, I mean, the NFL schedule makers, those are the guys in charge of that. So as long as it follows all the rules and there's no conflicts, I mean, they okay it. The final week of the season is a divisional only opponent, so you have that. But week 1, it's usually a free for all. But I mean, I guess right now, I mean, I don't want to say it's a marquee matchup, but that's an intriguing matchup.
I believe
So
it too.
3 straight years.
I believe that it is too. You go to week 2, we're going to be in Baltimore, the Miami Sports Music Baltimore beatdown. We're going to have a meet and greet on Saturday night. We're going to have a huge tailgate come Sunday, so make sure you all be on the lookout for that. It's going to be awesome, good time. But, look, Baltimore, let's not lie. Let's not kid ourselves. Baltimore's had our number for the past 10 or 12 years, and we have not been able to get over that hump, except for Thursday night last year when it all kind of came crashing down. But with that being said, and I want to be fair to them, Baltimore was going through a lot of injuries at the time, and we were also, getting into the swing of things ourselves in the upswing. So I felt like it was the perfect time, at least for us, to play the Ravens. Ravens, it's going to be their home opener. I think it'll be a big game. Lamar Jackson will be ready to go. It'll be a big game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just covering that team, I know that they're very good in the first month of the season.
They are.
They're very good in home openers. So again, I know that the Dolphins definitely had their number last year. I mean, they're going to give them a run for their money again. But this was a team that up until the final quarter of the season, they were the number 1 seed in the AFC with the most injuries in the NFL. So you're going to have most of those guys back. It looks like, and they're going to be ready to go for sure.
Definitely. And then we get to play, our division rivals, the ones that we've been looking upon atop of the division for the last 3 years, and that's the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills will come back to Miami, and we'll face them week 3. And then week 4, I'll just go ahead and I'll have you talk about both of them individually. We get to face Joe Burrow, the defending AFC champion. So we get to, you want to talk about a rough 4 weeks. That's going to be a rough first 4 games. But the Buffalo game and the Cincinnati game, what stands out to you about those 2 games?
I think that somebody said it, we're gonna know a lot about this team in the first month of the season, and I tend to agree and disagree because I think that teams can evolve over the course of the season. I mean, we saw it last year when the team lost 7 straight and they won 7 straight. But you're gonna get a good feel for this team and how they match up against some of the AFC elites. I mean, you have 3 games against teams that made the playoffs, and another one that's going to be favored to potentially go to the Super Bowl with the Ravens. So you got to start off strong. We know that despite all the excitement about the offense and keeping the defense together, sometimes it takes a couple of weeks to get things to gel, especially when you have a new system. So they have to get off to a fairly strong start. I mean, nothing worse than 2-2 really, just because it starts to ease up a little bit in the middle portion of that schedule. But again, you got to make sure that you're in a good spot for that December run.
It's so funny that you say that. I said the Dolphins, if they go 2-2. I think we won the first month. I really believe that's a big deal. And if we go 3-1, we're a favorite at
That's
that
crazy.
point.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there's room, in my opinion, to start out a fourth straight year 1-3. You know,
Not this year. We looked at the schedule last year, and we all said, "Hey, that first half of the schedule is tough." But I mean, even before all the QB injuries, we were like, "Oh, they got to play the Texans, and they got to play the Giants, and they got to play the Panthers, and da da da." We're like, "Yeah, like even if they get off to a slow start, they can make a run." You can't just kind of pencil in some wins in the second half of the season this year. So you got to start off strong for sure.
Let's go to the second quarter of the season. Dolphins play the Jets at MetLife. The MetLife takeover, it'll be a big thing again. We invite you out there, Daniel. That'll be a lot of fun. And then Vikings will be in town to play the Dolphins. That is out-of-town fan club weekend. That'll be another great thing for you. Let me tell you, it's a crazy first few weeks for me. You got the home opener. Then I got the Baltimore game that I'm hosting. And then Buffalo comes into town, and then we got the MetLife takeover in New York, then out of town fan club weekend. It's crazy. And then the Sunday night football game against the Steelers. And then we go to play Detroit. So the Jets, Vikings, Steelers, Lions, that second quarter, that second month of the year. What jumps out at you at those second 4 games there?
Yeah, I mean, you think that this is definitely the part of the season where if there's any time where they can start to kind of get the ball rolling. You know, the first month is tough. Nobody's arguing that. But if you start off kind of slow, maybe 2-2, 1-3, maybe you can start to string some wins together. I do think that there's not going to be any pushovers. I mean, there really aren't. You know, even the Jets have added a lot of talent. The Vikings are a sneaky, solid team, and
Kirk Cousins.
Exactly. Jefferson and those guys are going to test that defense. Even the Steelers, I mean, I think that, despite them starting a rookie quarterback or Mr. Trubisky, I mean, Mike Tomlin always has those teams ready to play. And, I know that they're probably going to dismiss it, but definitely to some extent, I think that maybe they'll try to rally around Brian Flores and play for him to an extent. And then the Lions, I mean, I know that they were one of the worst teams in the NFL, but they've added talent. I mean, it's very few weeks where you come across an opponent and you just say oh, these guys they just got scrubs. That's just not the case. The Lions have added talent as well, and they played really hard last year and lost a lot of close games. So again, it's not going to be no pushover, but this is definitely a month where you see hey, maybe they can start to string some wins together and get things going.
Definitely, I personally think we have to go at minimum 3-1. In the second stretch here. I think anything less than that would be considered a failure. So if we went 2-2 in the first month, we go 3-1. We're sitting at 5-3 come around the mid time of the year. At that point, then we go the next 4 games. Chicago Bears in Chicago in November, right at the beginning of November. So that's a hit or miss on how the weather's gonna be. It could be cold, could be snowy, but it's up in the air, right?
Yeah.
And then Cleveland comes down, which I believe that's week 10 if I'm looking at it
Week
correctly.
10, yeah.
And then I don't know if Deshaun Watson will be there or not. I know the NFL's meeting today on Deshaun, so I mean that'll be a very.
If it's the baseline, that's 6 or 8 games.
Yep.
So I would think that.
I think he'll be back by then if he's suspended.
And I think, and I don't know. I feel like if you look at the Browns' schedule, they kind of backloaded it with a lot of the marquee games. Mm-hmm. So I think that they tend to think that he's going to get a 6 or 8 game suspension. He's going to be able to come back. I don't think the NFL schedule makers. I'm not saying that they know the punishment, but I don't think they would have put. I think that there's a reason that game's in week 10. I mean, that's what I'll say.
And I'll also say that I believe that Browns-Dolphins game could get flexed to Sunday Night Football. Looking at that week. I truly believe that'll be a game. If the Dolphins are sitting where I hope they're sitting, which is 6-3 at that point, that is totally a game that could be flexed. Even if they're 5-4, I could still see that game getting flexed.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the Bears there, or the Browns there, excuse me, the Texans, and then we'll get to that. You have a bye week. I think bye week's week 11 after the Browns. Then you have the Texans. So those 3 games, the Bears, the Browns, and the Texans, I personally believe you should go 3-0 in those games. You agree? Is there anything that jumps out in those 3 games for you?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Dolphins will definitely be favored against the Bears and the Texans. That Browns game is tricky because you don't know whether Watson's going to be available or not. But even if he's not, I mean, the Browns have one of the best rosters in the NFL.
They do.
Not even counting quarterback. So even if Watson doesn't play, it's going to be tough. But I would still favor the Dolphins to win that game at home if Watson isn't available. If he's there, it gets a little.
It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, he'd be a couple weeks back at that point, and maybe he's still a little rusty getting into the flow of things. You never know. But if he's not playing, I mean, that's a game that the Dolphins have to win, even with the Browns' talent.
Look, I'll say they need to go 3-0 there, so that puts them 6, 7, 8, 8-3, and at worst 7-4. Okay, so and I'm just writing this stuff down as I'm going through, and then we go into the last leg of the season. Okay, we have this is the number one thing that stood out on the schedule for me. I knew that we had to go play the West Coast. And I was like, man, if we could just get one West Coast trip instead of two, it'll be huge. I was personally happy to have the West Coast trip be one trip. So you have the two West Coast games back to back. San Francisco on December 4th, and then the Chargers on December 11th. Let's just talk about that West Coast trip and isolate it into one thing. What do you think about those two games personally, and how do you see that West Coast trip coming?
Yeah, well, from what it was reported and based off the conference call, the Dolphins requested to have that back-to-back West Coast road trip just to kind of reduce some of the travel. So I don't know if they officially told us or anything, but it looks like they're going to stay out there. The exact logistics are to be determined. Mm-hmm. But again, it's best to stay out there. You don't have to, you're not taxing your body by being in an airplane for 6-7 hours and then having to come back. So that works there. They'll get used to the time difference because we know that the West Coast to East Coast or East Coast to West Coast kind of swings often kind of hurts the team that's traveling. So at least you'll say that for that second game against the Chargers, they'll be a little more used to the time zone. Maybe their bodies will be more acclimated. But those are tough games. I mean, whatever we want to say. I mean, I don't even know who's going to be the 49ers starting quarterback or what's going to happen with Debo. But all I know is that that's a team that's been in the NFC Championship game twice in the past 4 years, I believe. So, you can't sneeze at them. You just can't. They're going to be ready to play. Obviously, it's going to be a big game for Mike McDaniel. So, I'd like to think the Dolphins are going to be up and ready for that game. But I think the 49ers are as well. And then, obviously, Dolphins and Chargers. I mean, that's a game that I'm personally just interested in a lot because of the Tua Herbert storyline. I know they played when they were rookies, I believe, and Tua and the Dolphins came up on top. But, outside of the Dolphins, I don't know any team that's been more active this year than the Chargers, getting not Joey Bosa, but Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson and making some moves in the draft. I mean, I think that those teams have been neck and neck in terms of just their activity. So it's going to be a really, really fun game to watch.
That Chargers game is another game that I think could be flexed depending on what the Dolphins are sitting at as far as, record-wise and Chargers. But just looking at that West Coast trip, I think you have to win one of those two games. I think you have to. And my thought is the San Francisco game more over the Chargers. You'll have a better shot at winning, but you have to go at least 1-1 on that West Coast trip. You win one of those games, I'm happy. Okay. And so that currently, if you're looking at it, that would put the Dolphins at best 9-3, or at worst, it would put them at, if they were already at 7-4, let's say that puts them at 7-5, maybe at that particular point. And so we hope that that's not the case. But hey, look, I'm just going off of what I'm writing down here. Last 4 games of the year. You come off the West Coast trip, you got to go to Buffalo. You don't even get to come back home. But the theory is, okay, they're going to go to the West Coast. They're going to come back to Miami. They're going to stay in Miami for a few days, and then they're going to go back up to Buffalo. A lot of traveling in those 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So that Buffalo game is going to be tough. Then you got the Packers on Christmas Day. That'll be very interesting. I actually see, even if the Dolphins have a good record, a lot of Packers fans coming to Miami to spend Christmas in Miami. And
not a bad place to have Christmas.
It's going to be a nationally televised game. We're the only 1:00 game on Christmas Day there. There's 3 games on Christmas Day. We're the 1:00. Then we face New England in New England. By the way, that Buffalo game too, just to go back, is a Buffalo game in December. Then we play, but to go back to Patriots, and week 17, you play the Patriots in week 17 in New England, and then we wrap up the year at home in week 18, getting to face the Jets, who are always going to want to be spoilers. So you got the Bills at Bills, Packers here in Miami, but it's a 1:00 primetime game on Christmas Day. Patriots in New England, and then the Jets at home. What do you feel about, what are things? I mean, there's a lot that jumps out at you in those last four. What do you think?
I mean, hey, um, I always quote, and kind of reference my time in Baltimore and, covering the Ravens, watching the Ravens, and they say, like, December football, that's where you got to be at your best. So, they got to start strong to kind of give them some wiggle room. But then you got to go out there. You got to win some games. I mean, they got to earn it. Like I wrote about it last week. If they're going to make the playoffs this upcoming year, they're going to earn it, and they're going to have to earn it in December. There's just no way around it. You just got to win these games, and it's tough. That last month, last 6 weeks, like that's something. But you got to come out there and you got to win these games. I mean, and we're gonna. And I don't think that nobody's gonna say it was a fluke. Like if they go out and they make the playoffs, it's going to be because they won some critical games late in the season. Particularly, they gotta win one or two of those divisional games against the Bills and the Patriots, and obviously they gotta take care of business at home. But again, they're gonna have to earn it if they really want to make the playoffs this year. And I keep on saying we already knew who they were gonna play for a couple months ever since the regular season ended, but just seeing the way that it was formatted and organized. You realize how tough their schedule really is, and it's funny because they finished third in the division. So they're playing some third place teams, but it's still
a tough division, tough conference too, right? So look, just doing the numbers here, the way I broke it down at its best, or what we need to do. I didn't say best. I'll say at what they need to do minimally in order to make the playoffs. I have them at 11-6 here. Okay, just based on that. So my first question is, does 11-6 get you into the playoffs? In the AFC.
Yeah, I would tend to say, yeah. I mean, you get the 7th playoff spot. I think that would get you probably a 6th or 7th seed, honestly, because I mean, I think that the 5th seed is probably going to have like 12 wins, truthfully. Whether that's somebody from the AFC, it could be somebody from the AFC South, the AFC West. I mean, I think the AFC West could put 3 teams in the postseason this year. So I think that 11 wins definitely gets you to like that 6th or 7th seed.
And then, look, Miami picked up Melvin Ingram the other day. Does an addition like that and maybe 1 or 2 more in this offseason put us over the hump to maybe win a 12th game, maybe even a 13th game? I don't see this team winning any more than 13. I think, and by the way, that's a stretch, and I understand that's a stretch because of how tough the AFC is. But I mean, is it possible to win 12 or 13 games with this team, with the roster currently constructed as is?
I mean, that's definitely if all goes well. I mean, I said it a couple of weeks ago before the schedule came out. I think we kind of gloss over like how much luck even plays a factor in it. So knock on wood, you don't have any injuries. The Dolphins didn't have any major injuries last year. I think even the year before, any really major injuries to key players. So you knock on wood on that. Some things have to bounce your way. I mean, we saw last year where they had a string of quarterback injuries in the second half of the season. If those injuries don't happen, we're not even talking about them potentially making the playoffs in week 17 of last year. So, you have to have some bounces there. Just little things. I mean, I think that we'll probably see some of that positive regression back their way in terms of kicking and special teams. But again, they got to put the product on the field and put that team together, and the team has to play well. And then you got to get some lucky bounces. But man, the AFC is tough. I mean, we're all kind of just penciling the Bills to win that division. And then the AFC West, like I said, I think that they could put 1 or 2 teams in that wild card spot. And then, they have the AFC North, they have the AFC South. They could potentially add 2 teams. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, the Dolphins, I keep on saying I'd be very surprised if they just kind of steamroll through the schedule, because this is tough. And we gotta be honest. I mean, this is a new offense. This is a new offensive scheme. For it to all come together in the
we lost Daniel. We lost him. I don't know what happened there, but we lost him. That's all right, man. Look, he's got to go do his thing. I'm not even going to try to get him back on because I know he said he had to leave to go to OTAs that start today over at the stadium. And we'll hear back from him next Tuesday. So that'll be a lot of fun. I want to thank Daniel, the Miami Herald, for having Daniel on each and every Tuesday right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network on the #1 Miami Fan Morning Show, Clock Blockers. Shout out to Daniel. And the rest of the crew there. If he gets back on, I'll bring him back on real quick. But if not, I totally get it. All right. Yeah, look, I mean, just kind of going over, just recapping, what was said there. And I think that's kind of what we'll get into today. I do want to preview real quick the Panthers Lightning series and the Heat Celtics series real quick. As you see, I'm wearing my Heat gear because I'm ready for tonight. Let's go. Let's go. As a matter of fact, tonight, we're, there's two big things that are going on the channel. First thing is going to be Hellfins. For those of you who don't know, it's a Spanish-speaking podcast that happens live. And my man Richmond Webb will be on tonight on the channel, on their live stream. We're also going to have a dual stream, a second stream going on at the same time. And it'll be a live stream, and we're going to, do a live stream of the Heat Celtics game 1 and the Panthers Lightning game 1. So we're going to start that around 7 o'clock, and I'm going to have different guests come on throughout the night. I'm going to have Solo D come on for a little bit with me, Cameron come on for a little bit with me, Jamie Bahamas come on for a little bit with me, and maybe a few of other big-name YouTubers to come in and watch the game with me for a little bit. We're going to be flipping back and forth between both games, so it will be a lot of fun. We're going to have a 305 playoff live stream tonight. A 305 playoff live stream tonight. So be on the lookout for that. That will be a lot of fun. That's going to be fun. I normally don't do a lot of live streams, but I was like, you know what? I think I got to do it. Both teams are in. They're playing at the same time. That's going to be fun. That'll be good. So be on the lookout for that tonight. But to just kind of go back to what we were talking about with Daniel, I wrote this down, 11-6 is kind of where I have this team looking at, everything the way that it is. All right, let's see if we can get Daniel. Daniel did come back real quick. Let me see if I can get Daniel back on. What's up, man? What happened?
I don't know. My laptop be acting crazy. I might have to get a new one. So I'm on my phone now. I don't know what time I cut out. I was giving the whole spiel about how I'm excited, I'm bullish on this team, but it's got to come together. I'm not sure what part I went out at though.
Well, I mean, look, I think overall you gave exactly what your take was exactly kind of what I thought, and that is, I think the Dolphins need a lot of things to happen to go their way, and it'll be a very interesting thing. They significantly improved their team. And when you bring in additions like Melvin Ingram, which I think was huge for the team, you also have to realize the rest of the AFC got better too. And that's kind of where the problem lies within the fan base. Well, we did a lot, but did we do enough to compete with what the rest of the AFC did? What are your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, that's a fair question. I think that especially like at the game's most important position, again, you look at Russell Wilson coming over to the AFC. You look at Matt Ryan coming over to the Colts and joining a really good Colts team right there. I mean, that's a talented team. That's an underrated team in terms of the talent. So yeah, I mean, that's fair. And I think that the reason why you see a lot of kind of like national people kind of not as bullish on the team is because they just don't have that faith into it, whether that's fair or not. So I don't think anybody's doubting the talents there. I mean, you'd be stupid to doubt the talent that they've added and that they have on the roster right now. But in just terms of like the perception of two, I think that's kind of baked into a lot of people's kind of perception of the Dolphins. I mean, I was watching First Things First, and Nick Wright, who I like a lot of stuff that he does. I mean, he did his predictions, and he had the Dolphins at like 7-10 or something like that, or 5-12, and I was just like, I don't see it going that bad. But I mean, again, I think that a lot of that is just the perception of Tua.
You know what? I was about to get on you for watching a national sports morning show when you could be watching the #1 Miami fan morning show. But I'm not going to say nothing, Daniel. But what I will say is you bring up a very solid point about the national media. Majority of national media perception, along with Vegas, has this team at 8.5 wins at best.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that considering all the off-season moves that we made.
Quarterbacks move the needle. Melvin Ingram's not moving the needle in terms of the betting lines. I mean, if the Dolphins had a different quarterback, the betting line would be a little different with this talent.
And don't you also agree year 2 to year 3 there's major jumps with quarterbacks? Quarterbacks improve year 2 to year 3?
Yeah, I mean, if there's any year that they make that leap, it'd be year 3. I mean, honestly, a lot of times in the past couple of years with some of the better quarterbacks in the league, we've seen it year 2, really. I mean, we saw Herbert put up the number.
Allen didn't make his jump until that offseason in year 2 into year 3.
Josh Allen is a very, very, very unique example, and I don't like comparing his progression to Tua because the type of progression he made is different. I mean, his mechanics were out of whack, and he had to put that together. And he's not like this type of the profile of the player that he is. It's not anything close to Tua, which is why I don't like.
I don't disagree with you, but where I'll fight you on it is the game didn't open up for him until Stephon Diggs got there, right?
That's
and
fair.
now we got Tyreek Hill along with Waddle, and so I got here's my. I don't want to give a prediction or anything like that, right? Like we're sitting here, we're doing, okay, hey, maybe this is what they do. I'm still not ready to give my final predictions on wins and losses yet. But what I will say is I think it's anywhere between 11 and 13 wins. 13 is probably too much. So 11 and 12 is probably what I'm going to end up leaning towards. But I'll say that I think Tua is going to make a huge jump from year 2 to year 3, and it has to do with two things. The personnel that's come in the offseason is absolutely amazing, right? Revamp backfield, wide receiver, Tyreek just makes all the difference in the world, opens it up for these other wide receivers that are here, including Jalen Waddle, now Cedric Wilson, Easy E coming into, the mark here from Texas Tech. There's just a lot of fun things to look at the wide receiver room, not to mention Gesicki, Durham, Smythe, all these other things at the tight end in the tight end community here, right? So what I'll say to you is I'm not ready to give a prediction, but I'll say that I think the most improved player in the NFL this year is going to be Tua. 100%. I
mean, if he's the most improved player in the NFL, I think the Dolphins are probably in the playoffs. I think that it's I can go. I wouldn't even say it's a limb, but if he's the most improved player in the NFL in this upcoming season, yeah, I mean the Dolphins are going to be in a good spot and probably in the playoffs.
I agree. All right, so you're about to go do OTAs. Go have a good time. Go watch the magic happen because you get to see how the sausage is made.
A little bit.
Not like the rest of us.
The entire thing, but they're not really going to show us everything.
They're not going to show you everything. I got you. Look, man, I'm super excited. Next Tuesday, I want full recap. I want a rundown. I want to know how many balls did Tua underthrow? How many did he overthrow? We got to get all this. We can't let the perception. And by the way, your answer is 0. He was perfect on every pass. That's your answer to this, okay? For the 2-and-on out there.
Every ball was on point. Beautiful.
All right, Daniel. I love having you on. Tell the people where they can find you and where they can find your podcast and everything with the Miami Herald.
Yeah, so we got practice in like 2 hours, so maybe around 1 or so. We can't tweet during practice. Those are the new rules. But afterward, we'll have a whole. So you definitely want to follow me on Twitter at Daniel Oyefusi, just like you see right now. Miami Herald, MiamiHerald.com is where we'll have all the content. If you're interested in sports only, we have a sports only pass, so just go on the website and check that out. And every Wednesday morning, we have the Dolphins in Depth podcast where we talk about all things Dolphins. So you can get that anywhere you get podcasts, including the website.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I am. Are you telling me that the Dolphins said that people that cover the team cannot tweet during live practices now?
Live tweet. I mean, when the practices are open to fans, yeah, we can tweet. But right now, when it's
closed practices, where you're not allowed to do live tweets.
Correct. That's why. I didn't see anything from minicamp, even though we only got 20 minutes of minicamp anyway. We only got like the early drills anyway. But yeah.
I'm not saying I feel some type of way, but I feel some type of way, Dan.
You gotta wait for the good stuff. Yeah.
We want the stuff. Give us what we want, the Dolphins. Let's go. All right, brother. Do you, man. Have fun, and I'll see you next Tuesday right here on the Miami Herald, Miami Dolphins Report with Daniel Oyefusi. Love you, brother. Be good.
See you, man.
God, he got me, man. Miami with all these restrictions. That's all right. I won't blame him. Look, to go back, I love having Daniel on. To go back to kind of the crux of what we were talking about. This season is going to be a tough season. There's no doubt about that. And if you look at this season in the schedule and the way that it's lined up, it's not an easy one. It's not an easy one. And I don't want to put it past Miami for understanding what they have to do in order to get to that next level, which is a playoff appearance and a playoff victory. You have to do that in order to deem this sixth season any sort of a success. And it's going to take a lot to get there. And if you're going down and you're looking at the schedule, I mean, it's a rough looking schedule, man. Those first 4 games are so I'm trying to bring it back up. I had it pulled up and I turned it off. It's tough, man. The Patriots, the Ravens, the Bills, and the Bengals. You're facing easily, I mean, arguably, 3 of the top 5 teams in the AFC the first 4 games. 3 of the top 6 teams in the AFC the first 4 games. I mean, that's a rough beginning. That's a rough opening. So look, the Ravens, Bills, and Bengals. That's no. Look, I personally believe you go 2-2 in the first 4. It's a win. It's a win, and you set yourself up in a position to succeed. And I got to be honest with you. I think that Patriots game is a big one because then you get 3 games to win 1 more to go 2-2 at the end of it. I just want to go 2-2 in the first 4. You give me 2-2 in the first 4, I believe we have a shot to make a run at this thing. If the Dolphins solidify the O-line, we good for the first 4 game, Concrete Slick said. Shout out to Concrete Slick. Look, I think I don't even want to get into the O-line on that, Concrete Slick, although I think it's a decent evaluation that you have there and understanding of your point of view. I'll just say that I think in general, the cohesiveness of the offense needs to come in those first 4 games. I think we're going to get lucky in the first game. I don't want to say lucky. I know that sounds bad. That has a negative connotation to it. But we're going to be able to open up a playbook that there's no tape on. New England's going to be behind the 8 ball. Let's call a spade a spade. They're not going to know what's going to hit them. I honestly believe we're going to crush the Patriots week 1. Like, it's not even going to be funny. It'll be funny to us. The rest of the NFL will say it's a fluke because, New England didn't have any game field on us. Yeah, of course they would with Tyreek Hill. I think we're going to blow them out like week 1. For 2 reasons. Number 1, nobody has game film on us, and that offense is going to be amazing. And number 2, I don't think New England stacks up against us the way that we're currently constructed right now. Just my personal opinion. Okay? So, but that Ravens, Bills, Bengals game, oh my God, that's going to be tough. And in my opinion, we just have to win one of them. And if we win one of those games, okay, and then we go 3-1 in the next 4, that puts us at 5-3 after the first 8 games. If we're sitting at 5-3 after the first 8 games of the year, how many people in the chat right now, if we're sitting at 5-3 after the first 8, think we'll make the playoffs? I think we will. I think we 100% will. Because at that point you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So then you have the Bears, Browns, and Texans. I think we beat Chicago in Chicago. That's a win. We beat Houston at home. That's a win. That Cleveland game's the only big question mark there, in my opinion. Okay. So, I mean, look, because at that point we're sitting at 5-3. That's 6-3, 7-3, 8-3. 8-3. And we're through the bye week at that point, too. We're sitting at 8-3 going through a tough rest of the party year. I need a bigger sample size before I think the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs, not just the 5 games, Steven. That's fair. Steven, calm down. New England had our game film last year, and we beat them both games. Stop it. Yeah, but Jose, it's going to be different this year, Jose. Like, they're not going to, nobody's going to have game film on us in that first week. I said whoever plays us in that first game was no way. No way. That's a homer pick. You can admit it. We all know it's a homer pick. You're talking about Corey, no homer hat, but I think we're going 4-0, no homer hat. That's good of anybody. We got the resetting the league on notice. I don't think we're going 4-0. And if we do, shut me up. You're not going to be able to. Jaquez says, better than 1-7, hoping for a miracle. Look, I think we go 5-3 in the first 8. We go 5-3 in the first 8. We're good. We're good. We're 100% good. And then after that, if we win the following 3, you got 2, 4, you got 6 games in the last 6, and you win 4 out of 6, bro. You're sitting at 12-5. You go 3-3, you're sitting at 11-6. I don't think that's the outside looking in. I think that gets you into the playoffs. K's 1989 says, good morning, Steven. Blake McDonald says 5-3 is quite doable. I agree. I agree. Blake McDonald said I would bet on that. What's up, Chad? And what up, Steven? How are you? I had us going 6-2 in the first 8, level 2 noob. 6-2 is fine. I'll say 5-3. I think 5-3 is fair. I went to buy tickets for the Steelers game, and nosebleeds are like $150. Yikes! Tickets are expensive, and they're only going to get more expensive as the season goes, especially if we're winning. So, the key thing in that 5-3 in the first 8 is we are not good. Those 3 lost games cannot be against our AFC East opponents. Well, I mean, look, we need to beat New England. We need to beat the Jets. Buffalo. I want to beat Buffalo. That's where I'm at. Good morning, Miami Sports Music Crew and chat borders. Mark Angelo says, what's up, Mark Angelo? The Godfather. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. Lewis A., what's up, man? Who do you have us losing? Who do you have losing to us in the 5-3 in the first 8? Concrete Slick says. Well, I mean, look, just looking at it, and again, don't hold me to this, but the tough game. Let's call a spade a spade. Tough games are going to be Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Minnesota is going to be another tough one. Steelers. Who knows how they're going to be or how they're going to look. And then look, that Browns team's going to be. Actually, that Brown is not in the first 8, so that doesn't matter. So, yeah, you said the first 8. So, yeah, I mean, I would probably say Minnesota, Baltimore, Buffalo, and Cincy are those tough games. And I got to be honest, the Ravens, Bills, and Bengals. It's that first 4 that scares me. It's that first 4 game that, and I say scare, I don't mean scare. I just mean it's the one that I look at twice where I got to do the double look and be like, all right, those games are going to be tough. New England's going to come here. We're going to beat New England. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a blowout, in my opinion. I just feel that in my bones, my heart of hearts. And then we go to Baltimore. We don't really play well in Baltimore. That's a tough game. Then we play Buffalo. Buffalo is arguably the best team in the AFC. Who's a team that you would argue is better? Cincinnati. Oh, wait, we got to play them the next week? That's tough. That's tough. Those 3 games in a row right there, you win one of them, you're good to go. Because you should have beat New England, you're sitting at 2-2. You win 2 of those 3 games, Buffalo, Baltimore, Buffalo, or Cincinnati, you're doing even better. Imagine we're sitting 3-1 after the first 4 games. And let's say Buffalo's the only team we didn't beat. Or heck, even Cincinnati. Maybe we beat Buffalo. Maybe we beat Buffalo and we lose to Cincinnati. Even then you could be like, well, Cincinnati went to the Super Bowl last year. And they got better in the offseason. But we found a way to beat Buffalo. If we go 3-1 in the first 4, shut me up. You're not going to be able to, because I'm going to be talking all sorts of mess after the first 4. If we're 3-1. If we're 2-2, we're right where I think we are expected to be. Because it tells me we beat New England, which we should, and Baltimore, Buffalo, and Cincy are all playoff teams, in my opinion. I think Baltimore is. Okay. And that's how it'll look. Okay, we beat one of them. And as long as you don't get blown out by Buffalo and Cincinnati and you play them strong, even if you lose, like I think it'll say a lot about where this team is at and where it's headed. I want to say 3-1, but my heart tells me 2-2. Just go 2-2 in the first 4. And then after that, you get the Jets, the Vikings, Steelers, and Lions. Jets is a win, in my opinion. Vikings will be tough. I'm not so sure about that yet, right? Steelers, I think, is a win. And Detroit's a win. So that's 3-1, maybe even 4-0. 3-1, maybe 4-0 in the second 4. If we go 4-0, and we went 2-2 in our first 4, we're sitting at 6-2 after the first 8. Now, I personally think we're going to be sitting at 5-4 after the first 8. Or I did that math wrong. That math is wrong. I think we're going to be sitting at 5-3, right? That's what I said. 5-3 after the first 8. I think we're going to be sitting at 5-3 after the first 8. Corey Hayes says they played sloppy and were losing and come back in a few of those games, and it felt like we could beat everybody. I'm more worried about Detroit than Minnesota, Mark says. Really? That's interesting. I'm not worried about Detroit. I'm not. Jared Goff is their quarterback, and they didn't have a great – I mean, look, they got Aiden Hutchinson, but I didn't think they had a great draft outside of him, honestly. I said it like this. This will be the Steelers' first losing season, so I'm not worried about the Steelers. Win against New England, lose to the Ravens and Buffalo. Lost. Win against Ravens, or win against New England. Lost to Ravens, win versus Buffalo, lost to Cincy. Look, it'll take a lot, but I would love for it to happen. 5-3, LOL, yeah, okay. I mean, look, that's fair. But even if you're sitting 4-4 after the first 8, you're a 500 team with a rough ending to your season, by the way. Okay. Steven, who is worse, Goff, Jared Goff, or Bradford or Bradford? I don't know. Detroit is a lot of talking head sleeper this year. Yeah, well, they're not ready for us. So what does that say? Steven, if we start out 3-0 and lose to the Bengals, this fan base will complain about it and go crazy. I won't be. We start out 3-0 and lose to Cincy, bro. Okay, we lost to the AFC champions, but we beat New England and Buffalo and Baltimore. There's nothing to complain about. Nothing. For the record, I'm actually I'm gonna be focused on most is going to be the margin of victory that you're going to see in the playoffs is our wins in games of 7 and fewer points. MB41, that's a stretch. I'm excited to see how those edge guys on the fence do against Detroit on a line like Penei Sewell. Yeah. I'm not worried about Minnesota or Detroit. I just think the lines are better. I mean, look, that's a fair statement. Just very interested to know what you all think. Put it in the chat right now. In the first 8 games, what do you think the record will be for the Miami Dolphins in the first 8? Be perfectly honest. Hashtag Dolphin chat. What are your thoughts about the first 8 games for the Miami Dolphins? I want to know. What's your record? Only thing I would be mad at is not making the playoffs. How we start, our finish don't matter. You know, Bones, I don't know what you're trying to say, but what I think you're saying is it's how we finish. But what I'll say is in this particular, offense or in this particular schedule, this team has to start strong. They have to. Corey Hayes has us going 6-2. Blake McDonald says 500. Hermdog says 6-2. Tyrone Hall says 3-5. 6-2 or 5-3. 2-6 for AA. 6-2. Yep. Mark, you must not watch Minnesota to have to take all that. To have a take like that. You must not watch Minnesota to have a take like that, MB says. Greg Miller says 6-2. Level 2 Noob says, I want 6-2, but Baltimore is a coin flick, so maybe 5-3. King Koopa 6-2. Under 500 if Tua is still starting. Dean Brown says 6-2 for Luis A. Paul Holland says 6-2 or 7-1. That's whew. If you think 2-6, go cheer for another team. Manza Chill says 1, 2, 3, 4. Epps says 3-5. I'm very surprised Epps has 3-5. I thought it was going to be 2-6 or 1-7. So look, I think I can sway you 2 extra games before the start of the season, Epps. Bone says, what if we start 4-4? If we start 4-4, I truly believe the Miami Dolphins will need a strong finish. The more games you win in the first 8, the less likely you let's we're talking about the first 4, right? Let me finish off 6-2. Joe C says 4-4. Chef Shu says 6-2, right? So I think a majority of us have either 6-2 or 3 I would say 4-4. I see a lot of 4-4s and I see a lot of 6-2s. 5-3 after the first 8, then win 4 in a row. I agree. You win 5 if you start out 5-3 and then you win 4 in a row, 6, 7, 8, 9. That puts you at 9-3 going in. And then the last 5 games of the year are the Jets, Patriots, Packers, Bills, Chargers. That's a tough 5 games. That's a tough 5. 2 of them in cold weather. You got the West Coast thrown in there. Plus the Packers on Christmas Day. That's a tough 5. But if we're sitting at 9-3, Mark, according to how you see it there, right? We're sitting at 9-3 going into the last 5 games. All you have to do, you have to win 2, and if you win 3, you're in there. You're in there. You're totally in there. Bones, what if we start losing, but only like by 1? And they were good gains. The way you make the playoffs, I'll be happy by that. Okay. Steven, I can see Tua having a breakout year because he has a coach that actually wants him to succeed. and I can also see a deep playoff run. I hope that you're right. I want to see that. Tyrone Hall says, LOL, 3-5 is a better start than what we've been starting this past 5 years. No lies were told there, Tyrone. You're right about that, bud. I had us going 7-3 into the bye week. I'll have to wait till week 13 or 14 before I actually take the record seriously by then. So if we start out 7-3 or 8-4 in terms of records, thoughts, Steven? I think the part of being a fan or part of being an evaluator is you evaluate in quarters, right? So how did we do in the first 4? How did we do in the first 8? How did we do in the first 12? Right? And that's how I broke it down. I have Miami going 500 in the first 4. I have us going 3-1 in the second 4. I have us going, hopefully 4-0 in the third 4. If we don't have a losing record in any of those first 3 quarters, we have a legit shot to make the playoffs. But if we screw the pooch, and we're that's going to be the tough part. 12-5 or 11-6 is my expectation, but it's a tough schedule. It's a real tough schedule. I think what people don't know, and by the way, it's okay to not know this. It's okay as a fan. That's why I don't have a problem with Anthony making the statement like, guys, I just want to, I'm going to wait. I'm going to reserve my thoughts until I see the team. And my hope is that people that are critical of the Miami Dolphins also understand, hey, look, you're looking at the team right now as is, right? If the Dolphins end up being like, look, I love the roster personnel that they've added to this team and also brought back. So if they're as good as they are on paper, the way they look on paper, they look amazing. But when you're looking at a team on paper, what's tough is it's tough to kind of bring into account, well, the rest of the AFC got better too, right? We already know that they're tough. And also the schedule in hand. Well, knowing these 2 other factors that are in here, you got to go, okay, how much did the Dolphins improve compared to how much can that affect our win-loss total in a tough AFC and a tough schedule to begin with? My hope is that it was affected enough. And Daniel hit the nail on the head. He said, look, quarterbacks move the needle. So I think the real question is, I think people think our team has improved roster-wise. I think everybody understands how difficult this schedule is. I don't think there's a disagreement on that from anybody in the fan base, despite what they may say. I think the question comes down to, and this, I get mad about it, because I'm sick of having the same conversation, but I realize it's May 17th, and we're going to keep on having that same conversation even probably throughout the year. Hopefully not. Hopefully he can prove the haters wrong, and the doubters wrong, and the national media wrong, but it's going to come down to Tua. It's going to come down to Tua. And my personal opinion of it is, year 2 to year 3, a lot of quarterbacks make leaps. Not always big, not always small, but they make leaps in their game. And I think that we're going to see that from Tua this year. And I have my evidence of that is it's year 2 to year 3. He's just going to feel more confident. Okay, I've done this a couple times now. I'm ready to go. I also feel that he has a head coach that has his back. And that's been proven by those 2 hanging out together, that, he's got wide receivers that are hanging out in his house and they're all hanging out outside of the team. I think that plays a big factor into it. Looking at San Francisco the last few years with what Coach McDaniel instituted there, I'm like, you know what? I'm excited to see. I saw what he did with Jimmy Garoppolo. I saw what that team did. If he copies that over here, Super Bowl run, let's go. Now, the NFC is not as strong as the AFC. I hear you on that, but that doesn't mean any less expectations, in my opinion, for the improvement of this team. And there will be an improvement. You don't make all the moves and you don't keep on making the moves unless you feel as though you are trying to add depth and make a run. And I think that's what our GM is trying to do. He's adding depth. He thinks he can make a run at this thing, and he thinks the roster currently constructed as is good enough to win. Now, whether that means a playoff game, a conference, maybe even a Super Bowl run, who knows? My hope is just win a playoff game. Just win a playoff game. That's all I want you to do. Show me you're competitive enough to compete in this tough AFC. Vegas says 8.5 is over. Fins wins this year. I bet heavily on the over. I've only bet that 5 times, this being 6. I'm 5-0 versus Vegas. Let's go, Fins. I like it. Ep says 10 years ago, I feel better about Tua. I'd feel better about Tua, but this league, this quarterback now, and Tua just has no drive, and you can't make a left-arm quarterback who's a natural righty. Huh? What? I don't understand that, Eps. I will not be happy until we hit the AFC Championship game this year, or at least the AFC Championship. I feel like that's saying the same thing, but I guess I got you. All that hanging out crap is cool, but don't mean crap if you don't perform on the field, and that crap get thrown out the window. Kenna, I hear you. Look. Chef Shu says, I agree with you, Steven. We got to give it time, flourish after the first 4 games to see the direction of our team. This roster, as currently built with last year's Tua, is a playoff team. If Tua takes that next step, we're legit contenders. We've been through enough the last 2 years, bros. What do you mean? I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else. Make or break year for our quarterback. Tua can most definitely take a leap, but what if the leap isn't big enough to get us where we need to be? MB41, I think this team last year had 9 wins. Correct? With Tua, as he was. You add the offense of weapons that we have in this offseason, you institute this, and it goes well, that's already a plus. Now you take Tua taking the leap like we're assuming he will. I think he will. Now, all of a sudden, you add those 2 factors into it. That's easily got to count for something. Do you think Tua's leap, plus the additions of the team, are not good enough to overtake what the rest of the AFC has done in comparison? I think we have. I think we totally have. 13 wins this year, also my favorite number because of Marino. I ain't mad at you, man. Steven, splitting the schedule into quarters is too difficult and confusing for me, so I have to do an overall record by 13 or 14 weeks before I evaluate my Dolphins. Anthony, nothing wrong with that. I break it down by quarters. You got to break it down step by step. Where are we after the first 4 games? Where are we after the first 8 games? Just like a football game. At halftime, you make your adjustments. You gotta maneuver. You make your adjustments at the end of every quarter. You make your adjustments at halftime. At third quarter, if you need to game plan for something different in the fourth, you do that. Finn's Tailgate says, morning, everybody. Hit that like button. Yes. Hit that like button. 90 people watching, 44 likes. Hit the like button. Also, donate to the channel. Help the channel go. Remember, any donation, an increment of $5, you will be entered to win a autographed mini helmet. Of Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain, courtesy of ZSM Sports. If you donate through Cash App or PayPal, I will double your entries. And if you donate $50, I will triple your entries into the giveaway that we will be doing on Friday. Okay? All right. Let me bring you guys on. I want to hear from you. We'll do a little bit of a panel session today. I'll do a mini panel, open mini panel. So there's the link for you guys to come on. Want to hear from you. What do you think about the schedule? What do you think about Melvin Ingram? Are you excited about it? Want to remind you guys tonight, for my Heat fans and Panther fans, we're going to be doing a live stream on the channel here to coincide at the same time as our friends Helfins over with Richmond Webb. So you'll have a lot to talk about. Hopefully you have 4 screens tonight. One for the Heat, one for the Celtics, one for Helfins, and one for us. I want to hear from you. All right. Let's see here. Clock Blockers, home of the Miami Dolphins fair weather fans. Let's go, Fins. Win them all. Fins up. Big Dougie B's in the building. What's up, Big Dougie B? How are you, brother? Once again, Miami has a lot of new players. They will struggle to gel in the first 4 games playing to that top-tier talent. Yeah. Yep. Steven, the problem with being good on paper is it doesn't always translate to the field because just because the offensive side looks good on paper doesn't mean it's going to be successful. I never said that it did. I said my hope is. That's my hope for it. I don't care about the wins as long as we smash our division and make the playoffs. Well, Bones, you got to care about wins in order to make the playoffs. So you have to care about wins. I think he's got the weapons to take the leap. I hope he does, and we're in a division. We're in the division round or AFC Championship. As a fan, I'm obviously hoping he does. Yeah, look and see statements like that. I want to hear. I think is good. The link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top. I want to see you get on. Talk to me this morning. Let's see what else. Beefing up the D will especially help pressure the quarter. Yeah, I mean, look, here's the other thing. All the additions on defense, too. It's going to be big. Why the assumption we are going to struggle to gel? I think they're already gelling already. I agree with that, Scotty. I agree that they are gelling already. I agree that they are. Let's see. What else? Tua going all out this season, especially with his weapons, Omar says. Omar, from your mouth to God's ears. I hope so. I hope so. Tua's going to have his best year this year. I'll say it again. Tua's going to have his best year this year. This year. So we'll have to see about that. Guys, 87 likes, 88 people watching, 52 likes. Hit the like button. Come on to the channel. I want to talk to you. Want to hear from you. All right, let me bring in the first person that's in the back room this morning. Tony, what's up, Tony?
Hey, Steven. No, I'm not trying to be negative, but I've been so let down with this team the past 10, 20 years and 30 years for me. So being good on paper sometimes doesn't work out for me. When the team is good on paper, sometimes if I have faith in them and they're not successful with the high expectations I have for the team, I get the optimism for me has been sucked out and stuff like that. So that's why I'm so pessimistic with this team. Look,
Tony, to your feelings or your view on that, I understand it and I get it. I get how we as fans have been jaded by this team. I get it. But I also understand that if you keep on having the mentality that they're going to keep screwing up, it's not going to be a fun team to watch or a fun team to root for. And I get it's frustrating to root for them. But I don't think you can be mad at what the Dolphins have done this offseason. They made
I'm not
all
mad.
the right
it's just,
moves.
I'm trying to reserve
No, what you're doing is you're guarding your heart. And I get that. I get it. You've been cheated on, you've been let down, you've been scorned. I get it. But you got to understand the Dolphins have done the right moves, and it's okay to get a little excited. That's what being a fan's all about, Tony. Get a little excited for this team.
It's
okay.
And Steven, I have a question. since we're a Dolphins channel, I want to get a little bit off topic. I didn't know if you answered it, but what are your honest opinions on the national media basically saying the Celtics are going to sweep the Heat in the conference finals? Like we don't even have a chance.
Let them say that. It's funny. Nobody. We were the number one team the whole year in the East, the Miami Heat, and for the national media to say that the Celtics are the favorite is funny to me because I don't see the Celtics.
We have no superstars, is what it is. We have no.
I mean, we do. We got Jimmy Butler. We got Jimmy Butler.
They don't consider him a superstar. That's the issue.
Yeah, but neither does Boston. Because I'd say Butler's better than Tatum, in my opinion. Now, there's some people that won't agree with that, but I mean, I think Butler's better than Tatum. That's just my opinion.
Bam is one of the best young big men in the league, to be honest.
You're right. I got you. Here's what I'll say. I think that if the national media wants to hate on Miami, which they consistently do, whether it's the Dolphins, whether it's the Heat, whether it's the Panthers, let them try. You got to remember right now, the Celtics have been there, multiple times. I want to say 4 out of the last 7 years, the Celtics have been in the Eastern Conference Finals, if I'm correct. Or at least the final two.
They've gotten swept most times.
Yeah.
But.
So, but still, look, I think the Heat are ready to make a run at this thing. All right, hey, stay up here. Let me get a couple other people on the chat here. I got my man Fins for Life. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
How are you?
Man, we're getting ready for this Heat game. I can't wait.
I know, man. I'm stoked for tonight, man.
How you been? How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. I appreciate it, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time, doing the morning show. Gonna do a live stream tonight, and the Hell's Fins guys, they got Richmond Webb on tonight. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. It'll be good.
Good. I'll lock into that. If it's not during the Heat game.
Well, I'm gonna have it all. I'm gonna do the live stream during the Heat and the Panthers game. So turn on the game. And it's on ESPN. So who wants to hear Jeff Van Gundy and those? I can't stand Jeff Van Gundy, by the way. I think ESPN has the worst play-by-play and color people. I would rather listen to the TNT guys all day long. Give me Reggie Miller.
My announcing team is CBS. I can't trust.
Give me Reggie Miller and give me.
They should put him in his sister.
Oh my God, Cheryl and Reggie on it. That would be great.
What?
That'd be fire. That would be great. I love the TNT guys. I hate ESPN's crew. I cannot stand ESPN.
How about Shaq and Reggie?
Shaq and Reggie would be okay, but I like Shaq with Chuck and Kenny. Look here, Kenny. Kenny is terrible. Kenny is terrible. All right, let me bring on Shake Money. What's up, Shake Money?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, Shake.
What's going on, man?
We're doing good.
It's another beautiful day in Zamunda.
Zamunda, yes. Did you happen to catch the professional football contest last night? It was most exhilarating. The Packers of Green Bay took on the Giants of New York, and in the end, the game was won by kicking an out-long pigskin through a big H. I love that movie. Victory. It was the most exhilarating victory. Kid.
Actually, it was the most ripping victory.
It was the most ripping victory. Kid, lay off the drugs. Love it. Love that movie. Fins for Life, you had something else, man. I didn't mean to interrupt. What's up, Fins for Life?
No, before we got away from the Heat, I'm glad they're sitting Lowry.
Yeah.
I know you don't like to talk about gambling, but I put a stack last night on Miami, straight up, money line.
For the game?
Yeah.
So if you win, I expect a big donation to the channel, bro. I expect a big donation.
If I win, I'll give you $50.
Right, but that'll give you triple the entries into the autographed mini helmet. See, now I got
that helmet's fire too, bro.
That helmet is fire. Have you seen that helmet?
What do you think? I didn't mean to cut you off. What do you think? Oh, I can see
know,
that.
Right? It's okay. So fire.
What do you think about the game, though? For real.
I mean, look,
as in Boston, no rest, and we've been resting.
Look, I'll say this. I think that, Miami is the stronger team. I think Jimmy Butler's great. I mean, look, here, when you have a chance to have Victor Oladipo, put up what did he put? Like 2 points up in that last game, and it did not matter. And I say that because Victor Oladipo is such a good player that when you have a good player like that and he only puts up 2 points and it didn't affect the line at all, it didn't affect whether you won or lost, that's okay. That tells me you have a deep team. You are ready to make a run at this thing. And I think the Heat are more than prepared. I think they have a deeper bench. I think they have a better starting 5 than Boston, in my personal opinion. I personally think it's going to be Miami in 6, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami takes them in 5. But I'll say Miami in 6 is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know anything, but I think without Lowry, they push the ball so much faster.
Yeah.
They play at such an amazing pace. But like I said, I got it heads up. I'm betting on the coach too. It's got a lot to do with the coach.
Eric Spoelstra.
Game
Eric
one.
Spoelstra. Yeah.
Game 1, baby.
Yeah.
Game 1. They got to get game 1.
Spoelstra is easily one of, like, I think he's a Hall of Fame coach already. I do.
Hey, fins up. You're not betting on Spoelstra. You're betting on the Godfather. It's what you're doing. You're betting on the Godfather, Pat Riley.
Well, you know, Tony, that's a fair point, but understand Spoelstra isn't getting help from Riley on the bench during the game. Spoelstra makes all the decisions on the bench. Spoelstra is just such an underrated head coach because he inherited such a good team from Riley and what Riley put together as the GM or running the team. But you all have to understand, Spoelstra has been the coach of, you know, the LeBron years, you know, this run over the last 3 or 4 years. He's been the guy. He was there in the bubble with them. He was there. He's there this year. I'm telling you right now, Spoelstra is a Hall of Fame head coach already. My opinion.
And to be fair, except for maybe Popovich and Phil Jackson, any coach that's in Miami is going to be overshadowed by Pat Riley.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Spoelstra's been there, what, 20 years now? Something like that? 30 years?
30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm good with them. All right, man. Let me bring in Robert. What's up, Robert? How's it going, man?
Hey, man. It's going.
You're not driving, Robert.
I got like 5 minutes where I don't have to be doing something right now.
What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
I was listening to just some Bills talk last night, and there's something really, really dumb.
Okay.
So the assertion that we're going to evaluate someone before year 3 and determine whether they're trash or good or not, and then not holding the same standard everybody else is really interesting.
Are you saying that Bills fans are saying that you can't evaluate anybody before year 3?
No. My stance is you need to give people 3 years before you can sit there and call them bust or not.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
But
that's it. You have a very interesting take, right? Because there's 2 people that come to mind. There's Tua, and then there's Noah Igbenogany. Those are 2 people that come to mind, and talking about evaluation.
And the offensive line.
Let's be a little bit more fair, too. You take Josh Allen at year 2. Do you keep him or do you get rid of him?
You keep them because they
At
don't have
year
the fan base
2?
we have.
Well, I mean, look, Josh Allen after year 2, I don't care what Buffalo fans will say. I know what they were saying. And Buffalo fans were ready to cut bait with Allen after.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were.
He was trash, man.
They can say all they want. Buffalo Bills fans talk so much trash about Josh Allen after year 2. He's a bust. We picked the wrong guy. There's no way. And then that offseason, they went out and got Stephon Diggs, right? And their offense
made in heaven.
Yep, and it just changed the entire outlook of that team. Now, to be fair to them, what also helped them too is the rest of the division. Like New England was on the downslide because Brady was leaving.
I'll give Allen credit too. Like he changed his mechanics.
He did 100%.
Yeah, but see, he already had he was
already a gunslinger. He was already a gunslinger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was. But that's once again where you have to give it to year 3 to make a fair evaluation on things.
Luis, you could see supreme talent in Josh Allen. Let's stop it. Luis, two things. Number one, I'm not saying what I thought or didn't think. I'm telling you what the Bills fans did. Bills fans were ripping this man after year 2.
I want to say something when you're done.
You know, Shake. The Bills fans were ripping him after year 2. And so you look at that, and I see how Dolphins fans are ripping Tua. There is a little bit inside of me that's like, man, I hope Tua takes that. There's that hope, right? There's that hope Tua takes this big leap, shuts this entire fan base up. Because now Buffalo's, what do Bills fans say all the time? Allen's a beast. He's the best quarterback besides Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. He's the man. I love me some Josh Allen. That's exactly what Bills fans say now. You don't hear no Bills fans talking trash about Josh Allen. None. At all. Shake Money, what's up, Shake?
All right, now check this out. In the 2019 season, when we won only 5 games, to make my football experience a lot more enjoyable, I used to go to Bills Fanatics and watch Rico Report whenever the Buffalo Bills used to lose. That was the only joy I had.
Rico Report, Tony Montana?
Yeah.
Talking about Rico Act.
Yeah. After they lose, I used to love going to their channel to watch them, have a meltdown. And one of the things he was always say is he didn't know if it was Josh Allen or Brian Daboll. So he says one of them is trash. So I agree with 100% what you said. They did not buy in on Josh Allen all the way because they were questioning either him or Brian Daboll.
And I'm going to say Daboll was probably more. And look, here's my personal opinion. I think Daboll coaches the Giants for 2 years, maybe 3. But Daboll won't be longer than 3 years as the head coach of the Giants.
And you know what's funny? I watched some Bills channels too, Shake and Fins Up and Steven. They're comparing him to Jim Kelly already. I'm like,
oh Lord,
calm down. Calm down.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not going to compare him to Jim Kelly, but what I will say is when Kelly came into the league, guys. Remember, he didn't play the first 2 years. He didn't want anything to do with going to Buffalo. He went and played for, I think it was the Houston Gamblers or the USFL at the time. Yeah, played 2 years with the Gamblers. And so, he wanted nothing to do with Buffalo or going to Buffalo. But, he ends up going to Buffalo. That entire change, we saw what happened. They go to 4 straight Super Bowls. They lose. But he's a Hall of Famer nonetheless. Shout out to Jim Kelly. I respect Jim Kelly.
Imagine going to 4 Super Bowls and not winning.
I don't ever
that would be a ball buster.
Don't ever want to, ever. All right, let me bring in my man, Von Joe. What's up, Von Joe?
Hey, man. Listen. Hey, Fins Up, everybody. Good morning, panel.
What's up?
I just came here because I saw Shake was up here, so.
I appreciate it.
How you doing?
I just came to talk to Shake Money. No offense, Steven.
I'll just hold. You know what? Here's what
You're horrible.
Go ahead.
Horrible.
Go ahead. Oh. I'm just gonna remove myself. This is the clanging and banging show with Von.
Not yet, man. Come on, man. They got my schedule doesn't change back to where I'm able to work out back in the mornings until next month, actually.
You guys see those weapons he has on him right now? Look at those guns. Show us the guns.
These things looking flabby, man.
You got permits for those weapons there, sir?
Yeah, but it's classified.
It's classified. It's G14 classified.
So how we doing today, man? What we talking about?
Whatever you want to talk about, Fonjo.
I saw Daniel Leffer. Daniel, listen, I don't like that. Dolphins are trying to control the narrative, man. I need to let the
You know what's funny? He said that, and I didn't want to let it walk. I was like, hold on. I'm not.
What happened? I just hopped on.
He said that the Dolphins are not allowing any of the beat reporters to live tweet, closed practices this year, the way they were last year.
They trying to control the narrative, man. Free Daniel. All right. That's the new hashtag. Free Daniel. He didn't do nothing to nobody.
They trying to censor my man. What's up?
You feel me? Free Daniel, man.
It's
stop that. Elaborate.
They're just not allowing live tweets during the practice. on the OTAs.
But Von Joe, don't you get why the Dolphins are doing that? I mean, look at what's happened with their social media team the last few weeks, right? Like they have not been able to keep the narrative the way they want to anyway.
And it does make sense to a degree where if, let's say, for example, during the OTAs, something doesn't look right, they're going to start tweeting right away, right? And people are going to gravitate to that one particular tweet, even if everything starts looking good afterwards.
Yeah.
But people are going to say, wait, but it wasn't perfect. Oh, what's going on? And they're going to start gravitating to that. So I get it. And it probably give us a chance to get our trash social media team to get their vision out before they can start tweeting, right?
Von Joe, but dig this. We seen that video of the underthrow, right?
Uh-huh.
And then Tyreek put his video out, which I like, sticking up for his quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see that on no ESPN. Nope. I didn't even see that on ESPN Deportes. And
you didn't see that on ESPN 8 or nothing.
FS, none of that.
FS2, nothing.
Well, negative news always sells better than positive news. We know this. So
that's why
that's true.
That's why
that's unfortunate.
I know that's why my channel doesn't have a lot of views, because I spread kindness, positivity, and love. I don't talk about slander up on my channel.
If you need someone to be an asshole, man, I can be an asshole. That's fine.
Swear jar twice.
Twice,
I can't do it, man. I don't like the negativity. I hate it.
Yeah,
now sometimes it's just honest and people need to hear it.
See, and
that's
there's
true.
actually,
I'll give you that.
Steven, I have a question. They actually apparently now there's rumors that our social media team actually doctored some of that footage to make it seem like Tua
No, they didn't. Don't put that narrative out there, Tony. Don't do that.
It was just an underthrow, bro.
Like,
I'm saying the video. No, apparently, the video that Tyreek released.
No, I'm not. I don't want to hear it. Because
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like
even if they
did, they
weren't going to change anything before the
year
anyway, so let it play out.
I was on the
Steven,
60th floor with my binoculars, and I witnessed it personally.
That's right, Vince for life. Tell him.
Hold on, let me put the shades on, man.
If you had the shades on, you probably didn't see correctly.
Hey, let me bring on. Speaking.
As a matter of fact, there go Tyreek right there.
Speaking of negativity. Oh, what am I talking about? I love this man. What's up, Pete?
Oh,
Pete. What's up, Pete?
What's going on, guys? Shout out to Daniel. I missed the morning take, but man.
Hey, what's up, Pete? It is great to be on this panel with you, brother.
Hey, much love to all of you guys. Nothing much, just a little concerning, and I think you guys aren't really paying attention. You think it's not
paying attention? I'm making sure.
I hear you guys. You guys are up
here trolling already.
Jalen Waddle caught that ball. They can't say that ball that Jalen Waddle caught yesterday had too much air. I keep telling you guys, this is not.
Are we serious?
Please, I'm serious. Like I'm look, I'm gonna show my
face.
I am serious. This is not even.
Put your face on it.
Oh my God! I need a football. Look at this football. Look at this. Look at this.
Matter of fact, go get a coconut.
Hold on. Let me
look. You see this little play football?
Go ahead. Let's see it.
I swear to God, I'll throw this little play football and it won't even spin. This is what I'm talking about. When the balls don't spin,
we want to see you throw it.
Balls are going like this, bro. Look, I throw this crap.
My bad.
They don't wobble. Tua's balls were wobbly, bro. They're just getting to me at this point.
Pete, you don't have any room because you're like, I want Rosen.
But think about the passes,
can
the
I
way
get
they
first
come
to
out
Pete?
of their hands.
I know it ain't Wednesday, but get over here.
No, man.
No, we are not doing this this morning.
No. Hey, but Pete, are you serious?
I'm serious, bro. I'm so worried about this team.
He was throwing dimes.
What? Who is talking?
That's Vince for life.
I'm not gonna call him. I'm not gonna call him dimes. Maybe like nickels.
and Steven, they don't realize they're talking to one of the most critical people on this panel about Tua.
Again, I'm gonna call him nickels.
No, I'm calling them pennies. I'm calling them pennies.
You can call it a wooden nickel.
First of all, hold on. Hey, first of all, let me get this straight. Pete didn't say that he believed in Rosen. He just said he wanted Rosen to have a better opportunity than the one he had. That's all
Facts.
he said.
That's
Facts.
not the stuff
That's
I
fair.
remember Pete saying during that time. That's not the messaging he was given during that time.
I know that he wants Baker.
So,
Let me break.
Fill me in real quick.
Baker Mayfield.
Earlier,
Baker
Daniel.
Mayfield.
I know
What's
he
up with
wants
our
Baker.
other Daniel? What was he talking about that you can't go in the podium? What were you guys saying? You can't ask questions or tweet? What was that about?
No, you can't tweet. The Dolphins are
So
controlling.
all right, let me state this for the record and put it out correctly. The rule is for people that are covering the team, beat writers, columnists, whatever. If you are watching the team during a closed practice, you are not allowed to live retweet what is going on. Where in past years, the last 2 years, you have been able to live retweet things that have been going on.
Wow.
I mean, there is value in that, though.
Like,
from
this
keeping
is
things...
like, you guys don't understand. Like, teams and NFL owners, they want that. If their player is good, obviously, so they could get more marketing. Tua's stock is going down so fast they can't even market this guy in the offseason.
Listen, Pete, they don't even have pads on, man.
It does exactly. They don't even have pads on. Everything that they should be doing should
That's
be
gonna
almost
slow Tyreek down.
99% better than
Pete,
with pads on.
who do you want to be QB right now? Let's just
Right
answer
now,
that
like,
question. Who do
Lamar
you want
Jackson.
to be QB?
Lamar
Somebody
Jackson.
just tell Pete he's right.
Please, God, no. That guy can't throw
I
his
just
goddamn
don't want
ball.
Tua, bro. We see
Excuse
what
me.
Tua
Whoa,
could
whoa.
be.
Pause
Anybody could
everything
be our
here.
quarterback. Just
Whoa,
don't
whoa,
limit
pause
the rest of our
Hold
guys.
on. Let me pivot here. Excuse me?
You're
Lamar
gonna tell
Jackson
me
can't
Lamar
what?
Jackson's a great
Lamar
QB?
Jackson is not a quarterback. He's an athlete playing quarterback. Simple.
Oh, I don't know about that, Fizz for life. Lamar Jackson's a quarterback, bro.
No, he's not.
That man's a boss, bro.
That
Don't
take was
do
brought
that.
to you by the
He's
Big O
damn good
Show.
at what he does.
Hey, that man
but
has
he
won an
doesn't
MVP.
throw the
That
ball
man,
great.
So was
what?
Cam
Go
Newton.
back and look
So
at
was
that man.
RG3. So was who else you want me to go?
Let me ask you, did
you want me to keep going?
Did any of those guys win an MVP? No, Lamar did. Lamar did though.
Yeah, because the system they had a
RG3 is
running
not a
game.
fair
Cam
comparison.
Newton won
He got
a
blown out
Cam
year two
won
because his
MVP
coach was a
too.
dumbass.
They had a running game with a number one defense. Of course, Cam did. Man, 6'6".
You're telling
Because
there
of,
was
Okay,
hold on.
Lamar
This
not a
is
quarterback.
hilarious because of the system. So if Tua wins MVP, it's because of the system.
Yes,
I'm okay
most
with that.
And the players
definitely.
around him.
It's because of the system with the players around him.
And two,
Are you kidding me?
Lamar does not. So Lamar doesn't have an arm.
I didn't say he
He can't
doesn't
play
have an
quarterback.
I
arm.
didn't say that.
I don't think he's accurate or a great passer.
Hey, you know who else had an arm? DeMarcus Russell. He had a hell of an arm.
Did you just compare Jamarcus Russell to Lamar Jackson?
No, he said, did he have an arm?
I'm just saying,
No,
don't do
Steven's
that.
got an arm.
You know who has
Steven,
an arm?
I got
because
these
it's
pythons, son.
Steven got those arms.
Steven, because it's not Mortal Kombat Wednesday, I am gonna digress.
You're gonna digress.
Yeah, you
And
better.
I'm gonna let foolish takes be foolish takes. I'm just gonna let foolish
That's
takes
not-
be
hey,
foolish
listen.
takes.
What I'm getting at
'Cause
is he's not
I don't
a
have the
pocket
energy.
passer.
I
That's
don't
what
have
I'm
the
saying.
energy.
Tua's not a pocket
I don't have
passer
energy.
either.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
That's where
Tua's not a
Tua
pocket
struggles
passer.
the
He
most
moves.
is throwing out of the
He
pocket. Why do you
rolls.
think he always runs away
Because
from
he
the
has
pocket
no
to throw?
time.
No,
Now
We'll
y'all
just
got
say-
me
look at
sticking up for
Alabama. Look
Tua.
at Alabama Phil. He did the same thing.
And I ain't even been drinking yet.
Look at
We'll just
Alabama
say
Phil.
Pete is
Maybe
right
you
and
need
let
to
it
start
go.
drinking. Go back and look at Alabama Phil. And he look.
I went-
That's why our. You know what? I can't.
Hey, Mister,
This
what's
morning.
your name? Van Joe. I'm gonna call you VJ. Is that okay? Hey, VJ.
Not this morning. Not this morning. It's too early.
Give it to him,
It's way
Fitz,
too
for
early.
life. Don't
Mr.
stop.
Bon
Keep it
Joe.
going.
I lived in Tuscaloosa. Okay, I went to many.
You saw it live, Bon
Okay,
Joe.
so that. Okay,
I've seen
so
a lot of
Thank
Tua.
you. Thank you.
He played
Hold on,
better
thank
in
you.
college
No, thank
than
you.
he
You said that
ever
you live in
had
Tuscaloosa.
in the
So
NFL.
at this
Well,
point,
that's a lot of players.
I know.
Pete.
Listen, you say you live in Tuscaloosa. So
No,
at this
I
point,
lived. I went up there and
your
played
tip
at
is no,
UAB. I
and
played college
no.
basketball. If you were listening, you could learn a little.
Hey,
But the
listen.
whole
Yeah,
thing
Bon
is,
Joe, open
Listen,
your
you
ears,
said
Bon
something
Joe.
about
You could
Tuscaloosa.
listen. You could listen,
Listen.
Bon Joe.
He said he
Fitz
lives in
for life.
Tuscaloosa. He
Bon-
did something in
Bon-
Tuscaloosa. Listen, I don't care.
Hold
Listen, I
on,
don't care if he
Bon
got a bottle
Joe.
of water in Tuscaloosa.
Bon Joe.
Waddle's my dog.
Once you mentioned
hey,
you and Tuscaloosa together,
Bon Joe,
you're
all
null
he
and void.
heard all he heard is that you're an Alabama fan. Roll Tide.
No, I hate
Roll
Alabama.
Tide.
I hate Alabama.
Listen, have you ever
Except I
drank
met
water
a
and
blonde last night that had a
Oh,
tattoo
so
of that
that's
Bama
why
girl.
you hate Tua.
Took her home.
Oh, now it makes
Yes, sir.
sense.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
No, I do not like Alabama. I'm a Florida State fan. I was born in Florida, lived in Florida my whole life. Went to UAH, University Athens Huntsville, and played college basketball.
Yeah,
so I used to go party at T-Town.
Yeah,
Listen,
Bonjo.
He's breaking. What? Yeah, what? Because at the end of the day, anybody that says
what my
Tua
point is,
is
I
better
got
than
to see
Lamar
the man as a
anybody that
freshman.
says Tua is better than Lamar Jackson, I can't have a conversation with you.
I never said that.
I have a question for the panel, real
You got to
quick.
get them things out your ears, bro.
Please ask it, please.
So what are we arguing here?
Please
Somebody
ask your
said,
question.
"Hey, who would you rather at quarterback? Tua? Who you would?" I said Lamar Jackson. Everybody goes up in arms. Lamar Jackson will murder the system.
Got a
I
point.
would rather have Lamar Jackson with this roster. Yes, you're correct.
If you really want to see,
Vince
this
Time
offense,
out, Bonjo, Vince for life and you two agree. You guys are on the same take.
So I want to know who is saying that Lamar Jackson can't be dynamic. It can't run this offense. Don't want Lamar Jackson.
I
in
said
this
he's
offense.
like he couldn't play for a team like Minnesota, but he could play for our
Nobody
roster.
could play for a team.
Who
Listen, Kirk Cousins came and played for Minnesota.
They went to the playoffs.
You said Kirk Cousins can't even play for Minnesota. Too funny, bro. Too funny.
Man getting guaranteed money. Man
Exactly.
getting guaranteed money.
Rashad, what's up, Rashad?
I don't know. I'm just listening to a bunch of rambling.
Rashad,
I'm so confused right now.
You just
Lamar
came
Jackson.
crazy.
Lamar, if you had the choice of Lamar Jackson or Tua, who you
Lamar
taking?
Jackson. Like,
Thank you.
that's
All
not
right,
even a
so-
question. In any
By the way,
team.
we just want to state for the record, we're not hating on Tua. The question was, would you rather have Lamar or Tua?
That shouldn't even be a question.
I don't want Bonjo to be labeled as a Tua hater. We don't want
Okay,
that.
Bonjo, let me ask you a question, brother.
Hold on, let me ask this question real
Would
quick.
you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo or Tua?
Tua, what are you talking about? Why would I get Jimmy the Muppet?
Oh my God.
No, I'm asking Bonjo.
Vonjo just
So I want to see what level he thinks Tua's on. Like who do you compare Tua to?
Garoppolo. No,
What's wrong with Jimmy Garoppolo?
I'll take Tua. I'll take Tua over Garoppolo.
What's wrong with Jimmy Garoppolo?
I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
There's nothing wrong with them.
Anybody that thinks that Tua's better than Garoppolo, they're on something.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Jimmy Garoppolo, as much as we hate it, he's better than Tua. Okay?
The only place Jimmy Garoppolo got Tua, no, the only place Jimmy got Tua is pre-snap reads.
No, Jimmy G reminds me of Kirk Cousins.
Oh God.
Kirk Cousins is better than Tua, bro.
What he said?
Pete.
I said Kirk Cousins is better than Tua, and this is the luxury about living in Florida.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is better than Tua.
Don't rub it in, Vince, for life. We not all down there. Don't rub it in.
None of those.
My bad. I thought this was my bad.
Those last two quarterbacks are not in the AFC, right? So where does Tua rank in your mind in the AFC?
He's a backup quarterback at best, spot starter that can probably win you 2 games.
We're not asking you, Pete.
He's a backup spot starter at best.
From what he's shown me in the pros, who was the question to?
To everybody else,
everybody but Pete, because
what up, David?
Pete says that he'd rather Baker
we know where
Mayfield,
Pete
so.
stands.
Hey, bro. This is real Florida there, bro. That's real Florida there. That's real Florida there.
Baker Mayfield owns the record in the NFL for the longest pass ever thrown in a football field. Ever.
He also owns the record for having the most talent and doing nothing with it.
I just want to state for the record that I currently hate Vince for life and David right now because y'all busters over here showing me this beautiful weather to South Florida, and I'm up here in y'all use the swear jar in Maryland and Baltimore. Ain't nothing cool about being up here. I hate y'all right now for showing.
Who is that? Who is that?
Stephen D.
Oh, no, I'm saying that was showing the ocean.
Oh, that's David. That's David. David, let me take you back.
David,
Miami
the
right
ocean
now.
right over the fence right here.
And y'all have the dumbest conversations. All y'all are wrong. All y'all wrong.
Thank you, my friend.
You want to know the real conversation?
David just
You
got
wanna
up
know the
there and
real
said, "Oh, y'all
conversation?
stupid. Every last one of y'all
You
stupid."
want to know what the real conversation is? The real conversation is the horrible Florida traffic.
Oh, that is
Horrible.
Florida,
Florida, Miami traffic is horrible.
Y'all ain't never been on 495 outside of DC. That's some bad traffic, right?
I've been on there.
That's
I've been there.
495.
I already
bad.
told
My
you.
mother lived.
I've been to Baltimore, Maryland, and I think you
And
guys
she
have
worked
the
up there.
worst drivers in the world. Taxi drivers are almost hitting
I
me.
think I've seen
across
all the
Hey,
worst traffic.
there's no traffic in Jacksonville, right, Roach? Because nobody lives in Jacksonville.
Hey, my man,
Hey,
Roach, what
Bro,
it
the
is.
traffic.
I tried to get Stephen D.
Roach,
He came down here for the Dolphins game to come right here.
Roach, I thought about you yesterday. To
Oh,
go
I'm
off
coming to
topic.
stay with you, Fins for life.
No, that front house is empty, dog. Right here.
One
Oh,
second,
you want me to squat on it? Squat in it?
Roach, I got a
Man,
question
that's
for you.
my
You're gonna be a
house, bro.
squatter. You're gonna be a squatter.
It's an Airbnb.
What's going on with
Oh,
the
well,
UFO stuff?
hey, hit me up on Twitter, bro.
I got you.
Go ahead,
All
guys.
right, All right, let me ask you all this question real quick. Let me get this out real quick. All right, everybody.
I didn't hear what Pete said.
Huh?
Pete was trying to ask me something. I didn't hear.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him real quick. It's off topic. It's quick. What's going on with that UFO stuff today?
Nothing. It was a bunch of bull. They had a congressional hearing that was supposed to go 2 hours. It went 45 minutes, and they were like, "Okay, guys, well, we'll go offline and have our secret discussion that nobody can watch."
Roach feels some type of way, like the government don't hide stuff from us.
It was
What
like
you talking
watching.
about, Roach?
It was like watching Flores talk about Tua at a press conference.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a waste of time. No.
ahead,
Have
Shake.
you watched one of those?
This is dumb.
Well, you know,
That's a waste of time.
Can we
I know exactly
please
what
talk
Roach is
about
talking
something
about.
else besides Tua?
That's a
Roach said,
great
"Have
Bro,
you seen him,
y'all
Flores?"
buffer over
he was gonna be
Tua.
like, well, these
It was the only thing to
well,
compare
these flying
to.
objects, you know, they out there in the sky, and
Hey,
maybe
I'll
they
say
could be
this.
flying
I
objects,
got
maybe,
a
They
question.
might be
not.
there. They might
I got a
not.
question for the
Steven,
panel. Hold up.
Tua's
Hold up.
football looks like a flying saucer in the air.
All right.
It's a
Everybody
UFO.
says that.
It can't be as bad as.
Everyone says. But
That was
everyone
just a
says
joke.
that Flo is secretive. Everyone says Flo is secretive, but he didn't stop the reporters from reporting OTAs.
All right.
But anyway, that's another
What?
that's another topic. But here's the goal. Let me ask you all this question real quick.
Hold up.
And
Real quick. Hold up, Fins for life. I want to ask this question.
Hold on, Shake.
What head coach past had the worst / best, and I mean that in the worst way, had the worst, best, or best worst? Best worst. That's what it is. Best worst press conferences. Was it Gase? Was it Philbin? Was it
Are we talking about? Are we talking
Everybody on this panel?
I couldn't
It
stand
was Flores.
If they
We
had a
talking only
threesome,
Dolphins?
it'd be the best one ever.
Adam Gase had some pretty bad press conferences.
Are we only talking Miami for best?
I mean,
No,
when you
it was
looking at the
wrong,
press
bro.
conference, well,
I'm a little queasy.
Joe, do it again.
Hey.
Well, we threw the ball. We tried to
Look at
complete it.
Bonjo's ass.
I called play. I called plays, and you know I thought they were going to work, and well,
We'll work on it next week.
No,
When you ask Flores
my
about
favorite
Watson,
one was Philbin. Philbin was like, "Well, we had the game plan, and this is exactly what we did. We just didn't execute it that way." Well, hey, Philbin.
Yo, guys.
Philbin, how do you feel about
man.
veterans, Philbin? Well, you know, I
Yo,
don't
let
like
me let me go finish this job real quick. I'll be back on the panel.
All right, David.
all right,
go ahead,
take care.
All right.
Yeah. I think it was definitely Philbin. Philbin had the worst.
Well, I think the worst one actually was the last one we saw, that offensive coordinator in the training facility, where the first day of practice, they're like, how's Tua's progression? He basically didn't know because he hasn't evaluated him, right? It's only been a day. And then he's sitting there reading off teleprompter. Like,
well,
He was not reading off teleprompter.
he had the teleprompter to the side, and he was just.
he had notes. He had notes. Talking.
he had notes.
4 P's equal payoff said those UFOs really took command of the huddle. Flores.
Well, hey, can I ask my question now?
Go ahead, Shake.
Go ahead.
All right, now check this out. I believe I agree with you, Stephen D. I think that Tua is going to have a great season.
I agree.
And you're saying that people are saying that if the coaches believe in Tua, then you know what? Let's leave him be as QB1. All right. Why isn't Dieter getting the same luxury? we have a bunch of offensive line specialists that believe in Dieter. Why are we trying to move on from him or upgrade, as people say?
Because Dieter don't have a cult following.
Who is we?
I think Dieter could be a better starter.
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking
All right, hold on. Let me answer
like
first.
Omar
Let me answer
Kelly
first.
and all of that. Yeah, I hear you.
I think that the reality of Dieter is Dieter did not come here to be the starting center. He just was forced to kind of be put in that position, right? And so I think people are skeptical about Dieter because that's not what he came here to do. He did not come here to be the starting center. I don't know where Dieter fit into the offensive scheme for us, but if like I like JC Tretter because JC Tretter has a proven track record.
Yeah, but he don't want to practice, Steven.
That's a lie. That is a straight lie. That is a narrative. That is a lie.
No, that's just what I heard. Don't put my name on it. Don't put my name on it.
My thing is we have 3 offensive line specialists, 3 coaches. The offensive coordinator, the QB's coach is good in the offensive line, and of course the offensive line coach. So if they see that Dieter is a great center, well, either way, if they all unanimously agree that Dieter is a great center, they didn't draft one. Why don't you think that says enough?
No, other hand, Roach.
That might be enough.
He pledged allegiance to the flag.
Y'all messing me up. Quit switching hands.
No, we got 5.
We got 5.
5 of them. 5.
5.
We got 5 offensive specialists.
5.
Y'all tripping
10
me
eyes.
out, man.
No, I'm here.
It's too early, man.
Look, I think the reality is we'll see where Dieter fits in when we get into training camp. But for people to come in and say, I don't want JC Tretter, that's I don't like that take. Like, why wouldn't you want somebody that makes our team have better depth at a position?
I just want him so he can train. If I can get him for
Steven,
1 year so he can teach Dieter the ropes, how to call out blitzes and all of that stuff. Like
I'm not saying I don't want him.
Yeah, I'll take that for 1 year.
He wants.
Because we know
have you heard anything about a multi-year deal
for Tretter?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Okay.
So what I've heard off social media is 2 things. I've heard TD's take, which is he went and screenshotted the conversation with his dad, which I think is legit. Like, that's a legit. Yeah, that's a legit thing. The Dolphins have not asked us anything, and that there have been teams to put contract offers on the table for him. He did not want them. He didn't say why. He just said he didn't accept. Right. So I think that there is mutual interest between Tretter and the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins would be stupid not to think that Tretter couldn't help this team. Do I think he ends up here? Not really, because there's not enough smoke to the fire. But I think we should. I think we should do it.
No, but listen.
I think he's honestly waiting out for the Dolphins to make an offer. Because I'm sure he has some offers on the table.
Please listen to me. Have any of y'all played sports or checkers or chess, anything?
Yeah, we played sports.
Okay. I'm just trying to get quick to it. I'm just trying to get. Okay, so say you bust your butt. Because I ain't finna pay you no more money, Steven. Say you bust your butt, right? Okay. I'm gonna let you stay in the house for free, but I ain't gonna get anyway. Say you bust your butt, right?
Yep. I'm listening. Did you freeze up, Vince, for life?
Hey, you guys notice RG? Hey, have you guys noticed that RG3 is on like this Tua campaign right now?
I know he is.
Yeah, I'm going through Twitter. I'm like, wow, he's all over the place.
Tua trying to sign. RG3 trying to sign for the Dolphins.
Have we spoke about Pat Bev yet?
Pat Bev?
Pat Beverly, he's such a freak. Don't get me started.
No, that's a troll.
I love Pat Bev. I love him.
That man ain't never won nothing a day in his life, and he over here talking mess about Chris Paul.
Chris Paul ain't never won nothing a day in his life.
Yeah, but
First of all, we all know that was not Chris Paul playing. That was Cliff Paul from State Farm. Okay, first things.
That's what he said. He said Chris Paul didn't show up.
First thing first, that was Cliff Paul from State Farm. Okay, so I'm fully convinced. Can't nobody tell me different.
CB83 said, "Call me Bone Crusher. I'm never scared. I've been on every platform. Some of y'all wouldn't dare show your face or voice." Woo, CB83 up in here, getting at y'all. What up, CB83? What they doing to you, man? Talk to me. Come on up here.
Somebody in the comment section?
What's up? No hate. No hate here. CB83, if COVID was around and I had more time, I'd be everywhere. Every panel, buddy. I love Pete.
I love Pete, man. Pete is awesome.
Pete demonstrated this morning how to throw a football, and he threw it sidearm. It was like the worst throw ever.
Oh, I missed it.
It was like a
Nerf football, and he goes like this.
And he got on camera and did it?
Yes.
Yeah, he sidearmed it.
He gunslinger, boy. A piece of gunslinger out here, son.
I'm looking.
Have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes.
You know the uncle?
You talking about his brother or his cousin?
His brother?
Yeah.
It was his uncle. It was his uncle.
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
Pete's Uncle Rico, y'all. That's your new nickname, Pete. Uncle Rico.
How much you want to bet I could throw a ball over the bounds?
Yeah, watch this.
I mean, I don't.
And he was recording himself.
Hey, look, Fizz for Life is back. What happened, man? Did 2-9 come out and get you, son? Did they get you? Oh man, your internet.
No, it was them peoples, man. Y'all make sure I act right the rest of the show now.
Oh, they getting at you, man. They getting at you. I thought Roach might have those UFOs. You know, Roach knows aliens, so I'm just saying.
No, Roach knows them computers now.
Roach, are you 2-9?
No, but
you're 2-9, Roach. Don't lie.
That was such a harsh no.
I'm just saying the guy who's doing those videos does have some skill to make those effects on the camera, unless he's using equipment from the 80s. You know what I mean?
Pete was in the band in high school. He played the piccolo. Nickname was Spirit Fingers. Oh my God.
Guys, we have a whole 24 hours before this really starts. So what? Actually, 22 hours before this really starts? It's not even Mortal Kombat Wednesday.
Level 2 noobs. Hey, Fins for Life. Level 2 noob store said you had that dollar store dial up. Tell him. He over here getting at you. Fins for Life.
Oh, do you guys see Batman? I got a Batman.
What about Batman?
You don't see my new Batman guy behind me?
No. What? Let me put you up on the big screen.
No, we can't. It's just darkness back there.
Oh,
well, I like that setup.
Is that life size?
Hey, yeah.
Did you rearrange your setup? Because I thought you were closer to.
I put myself in the closet. Like I had a little, not a walk-in closet, like a little closet you can hang some jackets.
Pause.
And I took the doors off.
You didn't come out of the closet, right?
So I put some doors on it, right?
Guys.
And I took the doors off. And then I
look at Roach. It's okay to come out the closet.
Look at Roach. I mean, look at Rashad.
2022. Look at Rashad. 2022 is okay to come out the closet. You don't have to go into the closet.
Hey, bro. So
everybody's welcome up here.
So that Batman.
No doubt. It was just fun. Hey. Like,
Yeah, you're good.
Comedian joke.
You're good. So the Batman came from a Circle K. They had it on display.
What?
Did you ask him for it?
My wife works there. I said, when the day goes to the dumpster, it goes in your car.
Time out. Your wife's taking company property. Hold up now.
Yeah. It's like working at GameStop and you want that video game poster in there. They throw them in the dumpster afterwards.
Rashad, can I see that look one more time? What was that look, Rashad? I need that look one more time from Rashad. Rashad, get back up.
Yo, you want to come see my Batman?
That's gonna be Tyreek after he runs his route.
By the way, I am no longer a Batman
I don't want to get that started.
Andrevius let us know that Batman believes in stop and frisk, so I no longer support.
I'm Batman.
Wait, who's doing that?
We like Batman. We like Batman.
No, Batman. Batman. Stop and frisk.
It depends on who's frisking me, bro.
Yeah, who's frisking me? Who's frisking you?
It's gonna be him. It's gonna be Batman.
Oh, Batman.
There's a bad blowing over here.
Get your finger out of
her to pull me over.
Vince, what is it? What did
now the last Catwoman? The last two Catwomen,
like a cop car. Go ahead.
Nah.
Go ahead.
The last two Catwomen could frisk me.
I don't think they're going to. I think they
Yeah,
literally
I think
just
they
take
might
it
just
out.
rob you.
The last two Catwomen.
I don't think that's what Catwoman does, dude.
They're just gonna
Wasn't it
rob
Halle
you.
Berry,
It's
the other
okay.
one?
I just want to say this to trigger a lot of you Batman
You need
fans.
Poison
Halle
Ivy for
Berry?
that one.
Batman's not a real superhero, y'all. He's a rich guy in a
No,
suit. He's a
he's
rich
a
guy in
hero.
a cape.
Well,
He's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
superhero.
So is
He's
Iron
a
Man.
vigilante.
No,
He's a hero.
Yeah. Iron Man.
Iron Man actually has something inside of him that makes him super.
He made
Yeah,
that.
he has
No,
a super,
he
a
has something
super
inside
heart.
him that makes him live. He can't live without it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
a
live
super
without it.
heart.
Batman
Can you live
is
without
just
your heart?
Batman is a rich guy in a suit. Like, let's be honest, he's not a real superhero.
Yeah, but Batman
about
could decode
And su-
Iron Man's
and
suit
super-
and then make it useless.
And somebody pay for
Batman
my
is a glorified.
Yeah.
Somebody pay
Batman
for-
is a glorified neighborhood watch captain.
And
yeah.
Iron Man is way
Yeah, I
smarter
said
than Batman. I'm just saying.
and somebody pay for my
Those are
swear
also
jar here.
facts.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Superman whoop Batman's ass every day of the week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what suit Batman puts on. Superman can move so fast.
I know.
Batman wouldn't even be able to see him coming. He just
know.
Spider-Man's smarter than all of them.
Oh man, forget Spider-Man. Who cares about a high school kid?
all he has to do is
Smarter than
flick
all
him
of
in the
them,
chin. He just flick him right here in the chin on Batman. Done.
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 Did our show
That's
really
facts.
just go to about superheroes?
No
I
one
could go on
can
for
beat
hours,
Superman
especially when
That's
people
kinda
start
stuff we
saying
talk
Goku is better than Superman.
except for
I'll
the
freak out.
Flash. That's it.
Flash is one of the
Superman's
greatest.
faster than Flash, just so you know.
No, he's not.
No,
Yes, he
he's
is.
not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's
They
not.
proved it. What are you talking about?
Have you watched him race across the world?
I'm just
Have you
saying.
read the comic
Big
book?
Flash
Ran the
raced
4 million.
backwards.
Have you done
He
your
ran
research,
backwards.
Steven?
My
I
dad-
have. Don't be Gib. Don't be Gib, Steven. I've
be
done the
Gib.
research.
Everybody
Tom
know the best superhero is
Tom
Blank
Cruise
Man.
reference.
Batman is a superhero. He'll beat the crap out of everyone in this stream, Man's the Chill said. Man,
No, he
forget
won't.
y'all.
He's not real.
He's not real. Superman is.
I wish
There
I
And
really
would-
which
is.
Batman?
I wish
Twilight
somebody would try
Batman?
to play Batman in real
Or
life.
Dark
and try to
Knight
stop me.
Batman? Or Michael Keaton Batman? Which one's coming for me?
Oh, definitely Michael Keaton.
Hasn't someone dressed
Well, I
up
ain't
as
worried about him.
Batman
He can't
already
even
and
turn
got
his head.
arrested for doing too much?
Scotty says, I am Groot.
Michael Keaton can't even turn his head. I'm not worried.
No,
about him.
there was a guy. I know there was a guy in real life that was an MMA fighter that was playing a superhero. Like he literally dressed up and was a vigilante out there, and he was
I
an
could've
there's a
seen
MMA
him
whole
as
crew in New York.
Batman, if I'm
This is in
correct.
real life. Look it up.
There's
In
a
New
TV
York,
show about him.
So I just got back from New York. I was looking for Spider-Man. Did y'all see that Spider-Man that was in the subway
Yeah,
No.
I've seen
in a
him.
gray suit? I was looking for him and I could not find him. He looked like he kept messing with like
So-
homeless people and all of that stuff. That's
You're gonna-
and I
you're
wanted to
homeless
find that
people, they already
Dominican
got bad
Spider-Man.
enough.
Wait,
No,
you're gonna,
because they
you're
were
gonna mess
half
him up?
naked and he were like chasing them out the subway and
Oh, that's messed up. I thought it was a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, like
So
I
he's
don't know, why are you
Venom.
messing with homeless people?
I don't
He's
want
the Venom
that.
Spider-Man.
I don't want that Spider-Man nowhere near me or my family.
you
None.
seen a Dominican Spider-Man, right? That likes to drink alcohol and do
Why you
The
got to be
Spider-Man
stuff that we
multiverse.
can't talk about on this panel right
Hey,
now.
Hey, Lakers
Spider-Man
all day.
multiverse
Lakers
is
all
good.
day. Please change the subject because it's getting crazy. What's up, Lakers all day?
What's up, man? All right.
How are you? How are you holding up with your team sitting at home on the couch watching the playoffs, man? How are you doing?
Watch it,
I'm-
Steven.
I'm mad because
You upset? You like Drake? You like
yep,
Drake?
I'm upset. Yes,
I'm
because,
upset
because Jason Kidd
because the Lakers be on.
because
they
Jason
coach.
Kidd took Luka to the Western Conference Finals, and we had him on our bench as an assistant coach,
I know.
and now we don't have a coach,
I
and
know.
now we over here shopping
know.
for coaches.
You know
and we
whose
in
fault it
Cancun.
is? You know whose fault it
Hey,
is?
LeBron James is your
It's
coach.
it's all LeBron James's fault.
Who's your
That's what
preferred coach?
It is. I
All
concur.
day?
Me, mine
Yeah.
is Mark Jackson. I want Mark.
Yes,
Jackson.
that's what I'm talking. You're a Lakers fan for sure.
I don't care. I don't want nobody else but him.
Who? Phil?
No, Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson? Oh
Yes.
man, look, he's gonna be
Steven,
Sacramento.
what?
And I thought he was
No,
a finals.
no, he's
Sacramento
Mike Brown.
job.
It's Mike Brown.
Oh, that's right. Mike Brown did get that job. Interesting.
Yes. Okay, I
Nah,
have a question
Jackson
for y'all.
could rebuild that team. He could put that team back together.
That's
He
what I'm
could build the
saying.
Lakers up properly.
You need
But I
Mark
just don't want
for
Phil
sure.
Jackson
That's
to come
like-
in. So I have a question for you. Who is the best player in the playoffs right now?
NBA.
Yeah, right now. I mean,
Man,
in the
Dirk.
playoffs.
I mean, I gotta go.
Jason Tatum.
Oh.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Tatum.
He's asking who's playing the best right now of the remaining teams in the
Man,
playoffs.
Luka.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not.
Wait, is that just because he
yes
won against the Phoenix Suns?
I think it goes Luka, Butler, Tatum.
Jason Tatum, number one. Brown Mamba.
Steven,
first of all, so disrespectful. Don't you ever put no stupid Celtic up against and use that name Mamba as a Celtic. All right, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay?
But the Brown Mamba is a thing. You know that, right? It's a real snake.
No, not gonna hear it. We are look. There can
And
only
he used
be
to train
one
with
black
Kobe.
Mamba. It doesn't matter. Tatum, I can't. I'm gonna go like this. It's Luka, Jimmy Butler, Tatum, and
hold on. You say Jimmy is over Tatum?
Yeah, Jimmy's playing great right now. Jimmy's playing great, dude.
But
you said right
you can
now.
say that the same with Jason Tatum though. They're both playing great.
No.
Yeah, but so
Jason Tatum is that dude.
Hold on. Jimmy Butler's been doing this over his whole career, and if you look at his playoff numbers, they're better than his regular season numbers. And if he needs to score 30, he will. If he needs to score 18, Jason Tatum's learning his game still. Not saying Jason Tatum can't be better than him, but Jason Tatum is still learning his game. He's still learning about his game.
There's no Jason.
Luka played this playoff. Luka played most of this playoff one versus 5. Manza Chill says Tatum did outplay the Greek though. Tatum level 2 noob says Luka just showing up. Maybe watch games other than the Heat. SD Butler over Tatum. I'm done. Look, I mean, I think
nah. I'm telling you, when Tatum is his bag, you cannot stop him. He's one of those players that you cannot stop.
If y'all didn't watch the Bucks,
when they get in their bag, like it's just okay.
Is Patrick Beverly a good defender?
Patrick Beverly's at home. He's not even playing.
Talking about Patrick Beverly?
No, but let me know. Yeah, he's on. I know he's on TV.
The GOAT.
Patrick Beverly is ranked the number 2 defender in the league. You know who number 1 is?
Who?
He was
Giannis.
Giannis.
Giannis is ranked number 1. Patrick Beverly's ranked number 2. I don't know who's ranked number 3.
Let me ask you: is Giannis playing this coming up?
No, but my point, what I'm getting at, Steven, is they asked him a specific question about.
So Tatum went against the number 1 defender and gave him that work.
No. We're not doing that.
I'm just saying.
He did that to Bobby,
and Tatum
he did that to Bobby Portis. He did that to Bobby Portis. Don't do that.
Seriously, what do you? We're asking about it real quick before we go back to Dolphins talk. What this
Boston
Celtics?
6.
Yeah, where do you guys see it? Celtics Heat in the series.
I'll pray the Heat win. I can't take another championship for the Celtics or the Warriors.
Boston 6.
No, seriously, but how do you feel? Is it going to be the Heat or the Celtics, Rashad?
I'm hoping it's the Heat, but
and how many games?
As fast as possible. 5 games. Let's do it. Come on, Heat.
Heat in 5. Bonjo has Celtics.
You are disrespectful.
Shake money. Who do you have? Celtics, Heat, and how many games?
I say Miami in all 7.
Ooh, Heat in 7. Lakers all day.
Okay, well, before I answer my question, I'm gonna do this.
Who got home court advantage?
The Heat.
The Heat. They're the number 1 seed in the East.
Yeah, Heat in 5.
Before I say my answer, I'm gonna say the Miami Heat because they have a lot of defensive players that can stop Tatum.
Did you just say before I say my answer and then say your answer?
No. I'm not done yet. Hold on, wait.
That's another story.
Wait, look.
Am I the only one who caught that? Okay,
you did caught that, but yes. I'm gonna say So I'm gonna say the Miami Heat.
Yeah, okay. I thought I was hearing things.
No. I'm gonna say Miami Heat because they have like a lot of defenders that can stop Brown and Tatum.
We'll
You
say
know what I'm
that.
saying? Because like, what you mean? What you mean? Come on, man. They don't have Bam, Victor
All right,
Oladipo,
Lakers all day. And
Jimmy
how many?
Butler.
Heat and how many?
6.
Heat and 6. Roach, I
Yes.
know you don't watch basketball, but you're on the panel, so I'm going to ask you. Heat or Celtics, and in how many games?
Lakers.
Well, I grew up in New York, so I hate anything from Boston. So I'm going to
Me
go
too.
Heat. They need to win 4 to go, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Heat and 4.
Let's go.
Bring the
You got the
broom out.
Let's go.
Hey,
So let me tell you, Roach
and when
knows
you got
the least. Roach knows the least of basketball of all of
You're
us.
right, you're
And
right.
if he ends up being right, I'm a laugh. I'm a laugh. I'm a laugh. I'm
I
a
should
laugh.
go put
I'm
money
right
on.
with
I
you,
want,
Roach.
I want
Hold on,
Roach
Steven.
right
Hey, yo,
now
Ro,
to
you
win.
see-
put
I-
money
hold
on
on.
this.
Huh?
Hold
What,
on,
I said,
Steven.
Roach, you
I
put
see
money
that
on
Chef
this.
Ju said he'll bet on that.
Heat and 6.
I want
Okay.
Chef Ju. I will bet you $20. I bet Chef Ju $20 to donate to Steven. If the Celtics win,
Oh, why don't y'all make it 50?
he has to
Make it
donate
50.
$20.
No.
I
Make it
got
better.
If the
50.
Celtics
Make
win
it
what?
50.
To make it better.
Oh,
Whoa,
Steven,
guys,
the clock
guys,
ships
whoa,
out tomorrow.
whoa.
Celtics
We
win the
got
series?
Von Joe
Let's
got
relax.
kids. Von Joe
Oh,
You hear
got
me,
bills
Steven?
and kids.
my bad.
Let's
Bob.
relax.
No, but I already got a stack, so I might as well
I
throw 50 more for Steven.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steven,
listen.
my wife's shipping out the clock.
Listen. I'm redoing a whole master shower.
Hold on,
right
we're
now,
talking about
and I just
bets
replaced the
that with
fridge.
money coming to me. I need y'all to be quiet for a second. Let's go.
Exactly. So,
What you
Chef
said?
Ju,
Chef,
I want to know.
Chef Ju said he bet
Chef Ju,
100.
See? Told you.
Listen,
You gonna take it,
on
Von Joe?
what?
I just
Von
replaced
Joe,
the fridge, and I'm redoing
scared
the
money
whole
don't
shower.
make money, Von Joe. Scared money don't make money, Von
But
Joe.
I want the
Nah, but
Heat.
money allocated to 3
See,
summer
he's
camps
stuttering.
do.
He's
So
stuttering. He's stuttering.
He says stuff somewhere.
He backstepping. He
I got
backstepping.
So Chef
I
Shu,
got
how much you putting
hold
up?
on.
How much
I'm
you putting up, Von Joe?
$20. I said $20 to Steven. If Celtics win, I'll pay it. No. If Celtics win, Chef
Win
Ju
the
has to pay
series?
it. If the Heat win, I'll pay it.
All right,
Oh,
$20 to me.
so you got the Celtics.
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
the
I got the
Celtics.
Celtics
Vaughn
in
got the
6.
Celtics.
Oh, okay.
Von got the
Six.
Celtics. Chef Shu got me, and the
The
winner
Heat.
has to pay. The loser has to pay me $20.
Hey, Von Joe, let's do another 20. I'll take the Heat, and you
What?
take Boston,
What? Y'all
and
don't
if I win,
understand
the money
that
go to Steven.
my money is tied up all over the place.
Mine too. I got to sell some
He said
Bitcoin real
money.
quick.
Don't they
Escrow.
understand that I have money tied up all over the place?
Yeah. My daughter graduates from
Y'all
8th
trying to get me in
grade
trouble with my wife. I
next
would
month.
not go there. I am a smart gambler, sir. I know my limits.
There's no such thing, but I got
know
you.
my limits,
I got
sir.
you. All right,
No, that's real. That's cool.
all right, Fins for Life said he's looking to put up some money, but Chef.
No,
all
it's
right.
already put up. It's already put up.
Oh,
You
okay,
talking about? You talking about right now?
Yeah. He said he looked.
Okay.
Donate to the channel is what I'm trying to tell y'all. No donations today. What's up? Donate to the channel. Help the channel grow.
Hit that like
Y'all
button.
not about to have my account looking sick. No, sir.
If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. It don't
I'm not
matter.
even a
Hit
Boston
some
fan. I
type of
just think
button.
that they're gonna win.
Hit a button. Just hit one. Hit a button.
Hey,
Speaking
don't
about
dislike
Tua.
button just as good.
Hey Steven,
No,
before
not anymore.
before we
Hit the
talk
share
about
button.
the Dolphins, I want to
My
ask another
bad.
basketball question. Why aren't
bad,
y'all
my
playing
bad.
Duncan? What's going on with him?
Because he can't play defense.
He's a liability. Future Laker.
big
I don't know if
So
he's
it's
a
okay.
liability, but
Let me
It's
break
okay.
this down, Steven,
He'll
real
be a
quick
Laker
before I
next
go.
year.
Boston is deep, man. Boston. Okay, so you got Tatum, you got Brown. Al Horford looks like he just came out of college. Then Robert Williams. Okay, you got the defensive player of the year as a guard, and that's all we got. It's a bunch of guards. He's gonna shut Tyler Hero down. Hopefully not, but
I got it.
it's not gonna be a blowout. I hope it is, but people.
Boston in 6.
Boston. The only reason I made my big bet is because they just had a battle with Milwaukee. One day off, and now they're flying to Miami and playing. Miami, like I told you earlier, Coach Spo he probably didn't sleep none, setting up, ready to switch from man to zone, a matchup zone back to a man. And because he knows they got to win the first game. So don't underestimate. And what's the other cat?
The reason why like Boston.
What's the other cat that hit 8 or 9 threes? He's the power forward.
Brown?
No. He's mostly defense.
Boston?
He's like RPJ Tucker.
Are you talking about the Celtics?
Oh, you talking about that?
He's talking about the guy that went 7 for 19 from 3.
Yeah, he went stupid.
That was stupid. All right.
His name Williams. I don't know.
I don't think that's gonna happen again.
I know what you're talking about. He's talking about the he looks like a taller version of what's the guy who played for the Lakers and the Celtics, 6'4".
I know what you're talking about, but I don't expect that to happen again. Like that was
So you think our
business
matchups
taking
are
19
good?
3-pointers.
Steven, what we need is Bam to have his best series so far.
Boston got those 2 4. Boston got those 2 4s.
Yeah, Grant, that's who it was.
Trey said.
Yeah, but Boston got those 2 4s.
Real quick,
and Brown and Tatum that could give you the business, man.
This is not. We don't talk a lot of this
But
on my
PJ
channel,
and
but I think this is big, so I'm going to share it because I think it's pretty big and it's Miami related. Lionel Messier is going to join the Inter Miami team.
Messi.
Wait, he's coming here to Miami?
He's coming to Miami in 2023. Swear jar.
That's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, I'm happy now.
Yep.
That's what's up.
His reported contract includes a 35% stake in the club, and he will be signed this August.
Is he the Dan Marino of soccer?
He's kind of a big deal.
You said 35%.
I'll watch you.
35% stake in the club.
I'll watch him.
What? So he's
Hey, speaking of international, whatever happened to that Brazilian
I love
guy
me some
who
Messi.
came to Miami?
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know soccer like that.
Which one? Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I don't know
the
soccer
Dolphins.
like
Remember the Dolphins got a guy from Brazil?
Yes, he's still on the squad. He's still on the squad. I know what you're talking about. We get to keep 17 practice squad players because
Wait, hold on. Is that the dude?
Vias Neto. That was the
instead
name.
of 16.
Is Messi coming with the you know how David Beckham owns a team in Miami, whatever? Is that the same team he's going to?
It's the same team. Same team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the same team. That's Inter Miami.
Okay. That's what's up.
Hey, Steven, my wife's shipping out that clock tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Shipping out the clock tomorrow.
I got a question. What's the name of that receiver that we drafted? Is it Kama?
Easy E.
Yeah, that's real. Now I like that.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about this dude. I don't know too much about him.
Well, if his name's Easy E, man, you know what it is.
Fizz for life over here looking like Bone Crusher. I ain't never
For
scared.
real, he is though.
Hey, you got to be fresh down here when you living down here. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got you, my guy. Hey, Fizz for life. Are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter, right?
Yeah, but
what are you on? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Instagram?
Nah.
All right. Well, you got to hit me up on like Twitter, like DM me.
All right, I got you. Yeah. We'll talk.
Do that today. Hit me up.
Night game.
Somebody's breaking up.
The UFOs got shake money.
I'm gonna say who came on it.
Oh, Steven, I forgot to
Robert.
tell you guys something. They actually did say that a UFO did disable 10 nuclear warheads on a military base flying over it. Took them down.
Interesting.
So the fact that they did that was kind of cool. But that was the only really cool thing they said on
So
the
a
hearing.
UFO EMP'd a battleship.
No, it was nukes on land. It flew over an Air Force
Oh.
base. And it took down only their UFO
I
computers.
just want to state we have
only their
literally
nuke
talked about
computers.
everything this morning. We have talked about superheroes, aliens,
So they took out
government.
the
We talked about
computers?
soccer.
No.
We talked about
What about
everything.
what about NHL playoffs? You guys talk
Oh
about
yeah, let's go Panthers.
Let's
They're
go
about to
Panthers,
knock
baby!
out.
Rock the red.
Tampa, bro.
Ooh, I want to kick Tampa's butt so bad.
I'm going for Tampa this time.
Wait, who say you're going for Tampa?
I'm a Buffalo Sabres fan, so I'm just I don't know. Tampa.
Buffalo Sabres.
I grew up in New York, man.
Buffalo Sabres.
I don't watch hockey anymore.
You should. It's kind of fun.
Man, boy, you should.
Hey,
let me
being
tell
a
you,
Sabres
when I
fan,
was younger.
it's about to be. Hey, jump on the bandwagon. Jump
Hey.
on board on the Panthers. Let's go.
being a Sabres fan is like being a Dolphins fan like 3 years ago. But you've been that way for like 40 years.
What are you talking about? Being a Dolphins fan today sometimes is like being a Dolphins fan 3 years ago. It's all the same.
You must be a glutton.
No, I'm talking about the way the organizations ran. Right now, we're seeing improvements. You know,
that's true.
That was all Brian Flores.
Here we go. Look at Rashad.
What's wrong with you?
He said he want to come back and play fullback.
Hey, did y'all see the meme of Brian Flores' face on Jesus and said he was the Messiah? He took the fall for Miami.
God, get out of here with that.
He said, facts. He said he deserved a statue outside the stadium.
He set himself up.
The guy who deserves a statue is Tunsil. That's who deserves a statue.
Hey, Manza Chill wants to ask you. Hey, Manza Chill wants to ask you, Roach. Did you see the picture of Mars that had a door or a hallway in Mars?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter too.
They claim that it's not a door. They said because it's only like that small and it's such a zoomed in picture, it looks like it's man sized, like you walk through. But some people have said, well, what if the aliens are that small? They need a door that's small, you know. But there's actually you can actually see the structure. You can see the framing of the door.
I cannot believe I allowed that question on my channel.
The alien would just shrink.
I got the picture. You want to see it,
Steven?
Let's see the picture. I want to see the picture.
Steven, on that note, I have an 11:30. I gotta go.
Hey, Vaughn,
so Vonjo, real quick, the $100, right? $100 that you're doing with Chef Ju.
Whoa, what? Who?
$100 with Chef Ju, right?
Who's doing $100 with Chef Ju? No,
you are.
Hey, Vaughn, you said let me help you out here. You said 100.
You said 100. That's what
Yeah,
we
you
all
did,
heard.
Vaughn. You said 100.
We all heard it. You gonna tell a whole panel that we lied? We heard.
Yeah, we got receipts, bro.
We got receipts. $2,000. $200.
Don't let.
That is such bad.
You the real winner today. $200. I appreciate that.
That's love.
Look where the decimal is.
2,000.
This is a family, man. I love this family.
You're the man, dude.
Listen, I don't know what kind of.
I got the door.
I don't see no decimal.
I know Baltimore education.
No decimal.
Put the door up.
I know Baltimore's education system is struggling, but there's a decimal there.
Vonjo, that don't look like a door. That's a door.
That looks like some water.
But
the water, that's the side of a mountain up here.
That is a door, definitely.
Wow. That's a door.
On Mars. This is from the rover, the little like RC car driving around
Wonder
Mars.
if it's got a peephole.
Somebody on Mars.
Hey, why didn't the rover go to the door yet?
And they know there's water underground. They know there's water, so that's a good sign.
There's water on
Mars. Hey,
underground.
This has been a good show.
In Mars.
Yo, so you think
This
Mars
has
got
been a
more
crazy
people?
show. Donate to the
man.
channel.
Maybe
Help the channel
little
grow if you
people.
like the channel today. If you like the stream. Hey, supposedly my cousin.
Because they
is
probably
on
live
here.
underground.
Stephen D's cousin. Who's this? Who's Stephen D's cousin?
Yeah, think about it. If water's underground and that
Shit,
door's
stop
on the
it.
mountain, Mars could have mole people.
I wonder.
Ian Baller.
Mole people.
Oh, it's Ian. Is this
All right, I
baller?
gotta go, guys. Love
Is he a baller?
It's the real
Hands
Ian.
up.
Oh well, hey, bro. Look. I love you, man. But you just gonna throw out that you my cousin around here. You trying to get me got? Trying to get me got, Ian Baller?
I'm a private investigator. I took a picture of your cousin. Pretty sure he's your cousin. I don't know what the picture of this is.
That's not me. That's
That looks like Patrick.
That's Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I investigate the privates. Female.
It does look like it looks like a sap.
It's a Patrick meme.
Vonjo, or Roach. Vonjo wants to know when your next show is, Roach.
Tonight.
Tonight.
7
What's
o'clock.
up? 7 o'clock. Okay.
Man, that's when the Panthers come on.
Look, man, I can do. I watch like 3 things at once usually. I got something playing off the TV. I got the headphones in front of me with the computer, and then I'm usually playing a game. So I'm like multitasking.
Level 2 Noob tweeted, said, I took down my previous tweet. I don't know what Stephen D's doing this morning. Enter at your own risk. Clock blockers. Put the link up here. Everybody's dropping off the panel. Y'all don't want to talk today. All right, I got you. I understand.
Hey, I got something to say.
Nobody's donating. Nobody's watching.
Steven.
I get it. What's up? What's up? What's up, Ian?
I just watched a video and it was so awesome. I saw a video of the Chargers GM reacting to draft day. So an actual GM getting irritated about certain things, and then he's saying, "Oh, that's cool" on certain things on draft day. So that was pretty cool to watch.
Chargers have done a good job with their social media.
Oh yeah, Chargers are killing it on their social media lately. So
I'll have to go look at this. I'm looking for
Hey,
it.
that don't mean anything unless they do it on the field, right?
That's true. That's true. Dreams are for sale. BOGO. Buy one, get one.
if y'all do want to watch it, it's on their YouTube page. So it was recommended to me, but
Oh, somebody's calling somebody's YouTube. I hear it. Somebody's getting a YouTube call.
Somebody's yodeling.
Yodeling. All right, guys. I got a lot of stuff to do today. We might as well do final thoughts of the day. Maybe wrap up early today, do some stuff. All right, Lakers all day. Final thoughts of the day.
All right, well, I'm happy that we got Melvin Ingram. We needed him. And now we got our linebacker from the draft we got. And now we just have to go out there and ball out and see what they can do.
Hey.
And let's go Lakers.
Let's go Lakers.
Yep.
All right, man. Be good, Lakers all day.
Have a good one, man.
Hey, I'll be on tonight.
What time?
Probably 7 o'clock. I'm going to do a live stream for both of the games.
I bet. I'll be there.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, who else? Stephen D's cousin, EM Baller. What's up?
yeah, I'm Stephen D's cousin, and we both think alike. So I'm a Tua-neer. Go Tua. Tua's my daddy. Tua throws 5 picks in a game. I'll still kiss the floor that he stands on.
That is not true.
And the Dolphins are going to do great. Y'all know how I feel about these Dolphins. I'm excited. Go, fins up.
Fins up, EM Baller. We're not related, just so everybody knows. I have no clue who EM Baller is at all. None. Robert, final thought of the day.
Oh, Steven, it's so bad for you now, man.
Why?
Again, it's a good thing you're married, dude, because if you're related to Ian Baller, symptoms a problem for you.
I know, bro. It wouldn't work out well for me.
Actual thoughts of importance. Hold off your judgments till this year's done. It kind of needs to play out. Then we can evaluate everything. I expect it to be well, but we'll see how it goes. Good, bad, and different. I'm just not ready to call it. And I'm sick of you have to be on one side or the other. Just let the year play out and deal with the consequences. If we could all do that, we'd be better off.
Well, look, I think that it's May 17th, and you're going to get this for the next 3 months on, platforms like mine and others. Like, it's just a reality. There's not a lot of stuff to talk about for the next 3 months,
I'm not going to disagree with you. But you have to take in opposing viewpoints to grow and change your opinion and actually come up with valid thoughts that are defendable. And if you aren't willing to defend what you said or what you did with actual sound logic, statistics, and actual proof, and you aren't willing to accept that you might be wrong, maybe you should look at what you're discussing.
Hey,
or look in the mirror.
I hear you, Robert, but you're going to have to talk to the entire fan base on that one. You have to talk to the entire fan base on that one.
I don't change my tone or my opinion, Steven.
You're right, Robert. All right, brother. Let me let you go, man. Have a good morning. I'll see you. All right. And then there were 3. I don't know who's got the better beard today. I don't know if it's me, Roach, or Fins for Life. Fins for Life's looking sharp. I'm not going to lie. Looking sharp, my man.
Appreciate it, my brother.
All right, Fins for Life. Final thought of the day.
I like that. Dolphins, we can take one night off, one day off from them. I love what they did, but it's heat time, baby. It's heat
Miami
time,
Heat.
baby.
Woo! Let's go. See, they getting you. The alien's getting to you, Fins for Life.
So is this year gonna be the year of Florida? We just win everything?
Yeah, we're gonna take it all, baby.
And now since you know, I'm glad you told me about that because I want to get on your live cast. And I already told you I ain't gotta say it out loud again. What I got on the Heat. So if they win, I'm gonna throw you something.
There we go.
And yes,
Fins
sir.
for life. Fins for life. Is that a 49ers hat behind you?
Yeah, it goes with my other Jordan.
I'm messing with you.
But
don't we hurry up and get Fins for life off before people try to call him out. We don't want that to happen.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'll catch up with you later on the live stream. Thank you for having me, and respect to everyone. Fins up.
Fins up, baby. Hey, hit me up on Twitter. DM me on Twitter.
Yeah, I got
bro.
you.
All right, man.
All right, late.
Bro, you just came up on my podcast today and just started talking all this nonsense, and now people getting kicked off. People started
man,
I didn't know what happened.
Here's the thing is, you guys asked me the questions this time.
That's true. They did.
Yeah.
They did. Hey, Roach, you know what people can do? They can donate to the channel.
Yeah.
They can help the channel grow. And if
$5
they donate in increments of 5, guess what they can win?
A helmet.
A mini helmet signed by Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. And you know what? Because nobody donated on the show today. If I get 10 people to donate in the next 5 minutes, I will double your entries. I don't care what the donation is. I don't care if it's $1. Nobody donated today. Let's try to get some donations on here. If 10 people donate in the next 5 minutes, I will double your entries into it. I don't care what it is. How much you donate, I will double. Let's go. I will double your entries. If you donate $100, you'll get 200 entries. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. Come on, where you going to get that at?
Do you have to type all those names individually?
No, I just copy and paste. I'm just saying. It's a good one. You're never going to get a good deal like that again. Ever again. Ever again. And if you donate $50 or more, I triple your entries. No matter what. Let's go. Donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. All right, Roach, final thought of the day for you, sir.
Keep a lookout for the news today because we might see another pickup, right? Maybe we'll see a center get signed or come to visit something.
I don't know if anything is on the close to being done, but I would love to see it.
Well, I guess he would have already visited and done that part. So it's about the money and the deal.
Well, I actually don't know if Treader has visited with us. I really don't. No, I don't think he has. So yeah, I mean that would be the first thing.
Probably virtually.
Yeah. Mauricio saying yes, sir. So I don't know if that means he has already visited. I don't know.
And then keep a lookout in the news for what's going to come out of the secret hearing. You might get some files released.
Look at you. If you guys want to hear about UFOs, conspiracy theories, all this good stuff, go to Roach's channel, the I Believe podcast. The I Believe podcast. He will be doing a stream tonight at 7, probably around the same time we're going to be on. Look, Von Joe donated $5. So you know what Von Joe gets? He gets 5 entries plus double, so he gets 10 entries right now. Von Joe got 10 entries off that $5.
There you go.
Because nobody donated to the channel today. Well, actually, what did I say? I said we needed 10 people. We needed 10 people to donate. That's one. We need 9 more. We need 9 more. 9 more donations, and then I'll count that. Otherwise, that's just one donation right now, Von Joe. $5 just one donation. But if I get 10 people to donate, I don't care how many donations come in. It would go to 10. I'd make it 10. Oh, man's a chill with $5. There's 2. 8 more donations.
So Steven, you like watching hockey on TV, or are you more in person?
I love watching hockey on TV.
Yeah, I think hockey's amazing to watch, and
I've been to 2 games. I've been to 2 NHL games.
I'm surprised more people don't like hockey because it's a real fun sport to watch.
It was made for TV.
People who watch golf is like, I can't do it. I can't watch golf.
I love watching golf.
And now baseball's even hard for me to watch.
I love watching all of it. I love watching all of it. Man's a Chill says, great show. Keep it up. Fins up. You got the plug on Dolphins gear. I got the plug on DWA gear. You want some real cool DWA gear? Check this link that I'm about to put in the chat. Go check out this link and get some cool Dolphins with Attitude gear. Go check out that link. Go do that. All right, we got 2 people that donated. 8 more people donate. Let's go. Real quick, Roach, while I still have you on, I don't want to let you go just yet.
Okay.
Mauricio, what's up, bro? What's going on, man?
Oh, what's
he
going
said-
on, brother? Hey,
He said, "Don't bring me on."
I was waiting for you backstage, but yeah, what's up?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh man, chilling. Just wanted to show some love and see what's good.
Hey, man, you were alive. Do you have any knowledge or news to drop on us before we drop
That's
off?
why I wanted to talk to you backstage.
Oh, you wanted to talk to me off stage? Okay. All right.
Backstage.
Well, I'll get the scoop. I'll get the scoop from you after the show. I was bringing you on because I thought that you wanted to come on and
No,
drop.
I can't. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed
to
to.
drop to every.
No,
Okay,
no,
stay
no,
backstage, and I'll talk to you afterwards. My guy. All right. Let me move. See. I get knowledge sometimes. All right, Roach. What's up, man?
Nothing. Go donate. Go watch the Panthers Tampa game, and then because they're playing Tampa, right? The Panthers.
Yep, they're playing Tampa.
And then while you're doing that, you can actually watch my stuff. So watch both.
Oh, I just now saw Mauricio's thing. Don't bring me up. I just want to chop it up.
Well, now
not bad, bro. I feel bad.
Now you can't even break the news and say I got it from a source.
I know it. Well, I don't break any news. I don't break news. When have you heard me say I got a? The only time you ever heard me say that was about
I heard you say
Emmanuel
it once.
Agba. Emmanuel Agba.
Then you brought Pete up. You're like, here's my source. Pete.
Here's my source. Gas Station Pete. Let's go.
I love Pete, man.
I love
All
Pete too. All right, bro.
I'll see
Be
you
good,
guys.
man. All right, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Hey, look, if 8 more people donate, the 2 people that don't, it'll be $1 for every donation. So if 8 more people donate, I'm just saying, y'all get in. I will double your entries for every $1 that you donate. Otherwise, I do want to appreciate Manza Chill's $5 donation, as well as Von Joe's $5 donation. I appreciate that. It's good stuff. Hopefully we can get 8 more before we get off here. Look, it was a fun show today. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So tonight, there's a lot of things going on the channel. Okay. First thing that's going on is on Hellfins. Richmond Webb is going to be a guest on the channel. Okay. On Hellfins. So make sure you guys check that out tonight. That will be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys go check that out. Richmond Webb on the Spanish speaking podcast, Hellfins from the Dolphins Nation, Mexico. Make sure you check out that. That's going to be good. Second thing, we are going to have a live stream tonight. It'll start sometime either at 7 or around 7 or a little bit after 7. It'll be for the Heat game and the Panthers game. And I'm going to have special guests on the entire time coming in and out of the room. So we'll have Solo D on for a little bit. We'll have Jamie Bahamas on for a little bit. We'll have Cameron 954 from East 32 on for a little bit. We are going to have a good time. It'll just be a chill, relaxed party. And we're just going to watch the Celtics Heat, and we're going to watch Lightning Panthers tonight. It will be good. So you can turn on the game, put it on mute, turn us on, and then I'll have people coming in and out the whole night. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoy it. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Anyways. Hope y'all are good. I hope y'all in Washington. Chef Chu says, I'll be there. Come on, guys. It can be only 100 pennies, 20 nickels, 10 dimes, 4 quarters, $1. Let's support and help the channel grow, Von Joe says. I'm just saying, do it. Do it. Let's go. 8 more people donate, even if it's $1. I double everybody's donations into the entries for the giveaway for this bad boy. Let me put it up again so y'all can see it. Miami Sports Music Podcast Network weekly giveaway courtesy of ZSM Sports. Make sure you follow ZSM Sports on Instagram at SportsZSM and on Twitter at ZSM_sports. They got a lot of cool autograph stuff that they're giving away here soon, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you, if you donate on Cash App or PayPal, if you do that up there, just let me know that you did it, and I'll make sure that you get in where you fit in. At $5 for every donation. But just like I was telling you all right now, if you donate right now, even if it's $1, if I get up to 8 more people to donate, it will be good to go. Stephen D, if I donate 8 times. Oh, Flipside Fishing, there we go. Flipside Fishing with the $5 donation. There we go. I like these $5 ones. There we go. Can we get 7 more people to donate $5? Can we get them? Can we get them in? If I donate 8 times, does that count as 8 people? Funjo wants to know. I guess I wouldn't want that. I would want 7 more different people to, but I will allow. I'll allow it. I wish I had a gavel. I'll allow it. Allowed. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. Flipside Fishing trying to get the ball rolling. 7 more people. And then I double everybody's donations So all these people here. So Flipside Fishing, he would get 5. He'd get 10. He'd get 10 entries. Manza Chill would get 10 entries for his $5. Von Joe would get $5 for his, or would get 10 entries for his $5. Come on, guys. Get in where you fit in. Opportunities. Help the channel grow. Come on. Remember, a portion of all the proceeds that are raised this week, too, we're going to be sending some money out to Buffalo to the victims. We're going to find out the best way to do that and try to help somebody out or some people out that were affected by the shooting that happened in Buffalo over the weekend. So, look, man, I'm trying to do good, but I can't do it without your help in this particular scenario. Let's go. Chef Shoe says, I'm donating a lot tomorrow. I want that helmet. There we go, Chef Shoe. We get 7 more people. Let's go. 7 more people. We get in there. Getting everybody. I'll give you all a couple more minutes to see if I can get you all to finish it. Right now, Flipside Fishing, Manza Chill, and Von Joe all just have 1 entry, but it can turn into 10 with y'all's help. Each one of them can have 10 with y'all's help. Kevin Lee says, good luck to the Heat tonight in game 1. We play tomorrow versus Golden State. Going to be good. Look, Von Joe with his $1. There we go. He's starting to put it in. 6 more donations, guys. Six more. Let's go. Almost done here, guys. We're wrapping it up for the day. All right. I see your thing, Fins for Life. There we go. Justo with the $10 donation. Wow. So Justo with the $10 donation. If we get 10 people, just need to see here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more donations. And I double everybody's donation per $1. So right now, if we get 4 more donations, Justo's $10 donation that says Fins Up will go to 20 entries. That's a big deal for Justo. That's a big deal. Just for donating $10, as long as 4 more people donate. There we go. There we go. 4 more people donate. Get in where you fit in. Justo will have an opportunity to get 20 entries into the mini helmet giveaway. Flipside Fishing will have a chance for 10. Manza Chill will have a chance for 10. Bon Joe will have a chance for 10. Bon Joe's trying to get it up there. There we go. Bon Joe, Manza Chill, and Bon Joe also donated additional dollars. 3 more people. Hey, let these last 3 people be new people. Can we get these last 3 to be new people? Can we get them to do? Anybody got more than 10? Let's go. Come on now. Y'all got this. I know y'all got this. All right. Last 3. Who's got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more people. 3 more people. Look, Von Joe, Man's a Chill, Justo, they want this. They want this. Man's a Chill with the $2 donation. There we go. 2 more people. Let's go. Let's go. Flipside Fisher said it only takes $1 to feed a star. Wait, wrong show. That was good, Flipside. I do like that. Just trying to help the channel grow, trying to help raise some money for some people. Remember, if you donate $50, I triple your donations. And if you do 50 right now, that's 50 times 3. That's 150 entries into the show. That's crazy. Where else are you going to get that? Or into the show. Sandy said, just sent. There we go. Sandy just sent $10. Hello. There we go. That's 20 entries for Sandy as long as we get, I think, 2 more. 2 more. Two more people donate. Let's go. Big donations. Beat $10. Last 2 people beat $10. Last 2 people beat $10, and there you go. Fonjo says, come on, 44 people watching. Let's go. Quick question. Did you see Tyreek Hill and Kevin Hart Old Spice interview on YouTube? It was hilarious. Yeah, it was recorded before he was it got to the Dolphins. But yeah, it was funny. I thought it was great. Cold as Balls is the name of it, if y'all want to check it out. It was good stuff. Last 2 people donate 10 or more. And I will tell you, so right now, the highest is 2 $10 donations, Justo and Sandy. If anybody beats their donations, the highest donation today, as long as there's one person that beats 10, okay? If you beat $10 in the donation, I'll triple it. I'll triple it to the person that's the highest today. I'll triple it to the person that's the highest. Man's a Chill sent another $1. I'm still taking 2 more. Let's go. Two more. That's not from Man's a Chill, Von Joe, Justo, Flipside, Man's a Chill, Von Joe. Unless you beat the $10. I'll accept it if you beat the $10. Let's go. Anybody beats the $10 donation, last 2 people beat the $10 donation, I'll triple your entries. Let's go. This is for the giveaway that we are doing on Friday. The Sam Madison Patrick Surtain autographed mini helmet, the Aqua mini helmet with the orange pen from Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain. PSA certified, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Get that on Cash App or PayPal. You can donate through there. You can donate up here. Donate up here. If anybody beats the $10 donation, I will triple their entries. Because it'll be the highest donation of the day. Last 2 people. Anybody? Man's Chill said anybody? Anybody? I don't know. I don't think they want it, guys. I don't think they want it. I don't think they want it. They don't want it. Two more donations, and if it reaches, and one of them needs to be over $10, they got it. They got triple the donations. They get triple the entries. They get triple the entries per dollar. How's that not a win? Big Dougie B set 10. There we go. One more person. And if that last one just needs to beat $10. Big Dougie B. Flipside Fishing, we talking about Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison autograph mini helmet. And we're talking about raising money for people in Buffalo. Okay, one more person. One more person who it's going to be. Who is it going to be? Lance McDonald with the $20 donation. Shout out to Lance. Shout out to Lance. Lance, you will get 60 entries into the drawing on Friday. 60 entries. 60 entries for Lance, and everybody who donated will get double the entries on a per dollar basis for today. There we go. There we go. Double. Here, let me write this down. Double entries. And you guys can still add it in if you want to. And if somebody beats Lance's $20 donation, it'll become the triple. While I'm writing this down real quick. So you can still get in where you fit in. I'll double all entries, even if it's $1. But if anybody beats the $20, I triple it. All right, double entries on all Tuesday donations. Just writing this down so I remember it. Highest donation per double entries on all Tuesday donations per dollar. And then highest donation triple per dollar. There we go. There we go. Does anybody else want to try to beat Lance's 20? Or get in, even if it's $1, to try to get 2 entries? Shout out to everybody who donated. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I want to be able to do good stuff for you and the channel, as well as try to help out some people in Buffalo. And we can't do that without your help. So $20 is great. $1 is great. All this stuff is awesome. But, you know, the more you donate, the more that we can help. So let's try over the next 3 days to have big days in donations so we can send some money over to Buffalo. Yeah, let's do some good for some people. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, let's do it, man. It's going to be fun doing it for the next 3 days. I love doing this with you all. Shout out to Lance and his $20 donation. Thank you, man, for the donation. And like I said, you'll get 60 entries. 60 entries into it on Friday. That'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you all do that. Yeah, we got some good stuff going on. Good stuff going on. Lance, Manzachill, Von Joe, Justo, Flipside Fishing. I want to thank you. Sandy's, thank you for your donation. Dougie B, thank you for your donation. Making sure if anybody donated on Cash App, I'll do it up there. I will tell you, yeah, so that's all donations today. And so tonight, come back tonight, 7 p.m. We're going to have a great show. Donations up there will be accepted too, and the same stuff we'll process. Look, we're going to have a good time. Tonight will be a lot of fun. Live stream, Panthers Heat. We're going to have a good time doing that. I will see y'all tonight, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Got a lot of streaming coming up here. It's going to be awesome. Hey, you didn't donate. You're too funny, man. All right, I love you all. Y'all the best fans in the world. We'll see y'all tonight. right here on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. See y'all. Peace.